What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Presented by Scott Credit Union. Yours.
BlueNote Fan Report. It's game day. The St. Louis Blues are on a 5-game road trip. I got to bring this up. Remember what we were talking about on Sunday?
Yeah.
Right? How important this 5-game road trip was?
Yeah.
Did you see the tweets that came out from Lou Corick and Jeremy Rutherford from Montgomery and them?
I have not. I have not been able to get out and kind of look at Twitter and stuff. So
they're all about the team gelling during this road trip.
Mm-hmm.
Shen talks about it. Falk talks about it. Montgomery talks about it. They're all talking about it, and I'm trying to get the right. I'm trying to get this up on. There we go. On my ESPN, so I can watch it on my other thing. On my center ice, it had it. The Toronto broadcast. I want the St. Louis broadcast. So I'm trying to get it up. No, it's all about that. It's all about what we talked about, how important this and the team gelling. Now, on top of that, must win. Chris Shockey says must win in my opinion because we are playing a team that is down. I absolutely agree. All meals will be together. Yeah, they're doing everything together. And they're showing the lines now on the TV, and the top line is Thomas Snuggerud Holloway. What do you think of that one?
I like it. It brings speed, creativity, and playmaking.
Second line is Dvorsky centering Shen and Kyrou.
I like that Dvorsky's at center and Shen's on the wing.
Yeah, I like this line with the except. I don't know about Shen. I think Shen's a little slow for this line. However,
I think he's slow. I agree with you 100%. I think he's slow for that.
Third line is Suter with centering Joseph on the right and Bushnevich on the left.
Now, this line worries me a bit just because of how highly I've been on Peace Suter this year. I feel like him with the way Bushnevich has played, he's just been so bad that he's brought every line and every player he's played with down. So that worries me a little bit.
And then the fourth line is Sundqvist centering Nate Walker and Torpachenko. Big thing with today's game is it is Falk's 1,000th game. We had a 1,000 game last year with Fowler, but that didn't feel important, because Fowler did 993 games with the Ducks coming over, where Falk has done the majority of his time with the Blues.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I'm not going to take anything away from the Cam Fowler. I mean, incredible achievement. Not many defensemen make it to 1,000 games. It's a very hard thing to do. Cam Fowler, it was a great moment for him. He has an awesome picture at the Winter Classic, scoring the first goal for the Blues in the Winter Classic in his 1,000th game. So that was cool as shit. But yeah, I do get what you're saying about how it doesn't feel the same. Like, I feel like this one is a little bit more special because he's been here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. It just, Fowler's was at the Winter Classic. That was the other big thing, but it was hard for me to like get behind it for the team. I mean, it's great. Fowler had a great, did he have 2 goals or something like that? Or did he have a hat trick at the?
No, I think he might have had 3 points. I think he had a goal. I don't think he had 2. I don't think he had 2 goals. He might have had 2 goals. I think he had like 3 points though total.
Yeah. He had a real good Winter Classic. He had a real good thousands game.
Might I add, I know we're talking about this now. Might I add that the Blues do some of the best production work. The way that they did Falk, and they put Falk, and then they had the 1K at the end for Falk with the K.
Oh, I love
fantastic.
it.
Fantastic.
Really
I mean,
good. Really,
fantastic.
really
I mean,
good.
fantastic marketing. Fantastic. I feel like this Blues team, organization wise, they just do some of the best production stuff off the ice.
I want to say something so people don't. If you see me reaching into, I had teeth yanked, and I have a stitch that is coming out, and it's bothering me. So I'm trying to like work it out. So I apologize if you have to see that, but it's either that or that stitch in my teeth, and I can't talk. So I got to do one or the other. So forgive me if I'm doing that. All right. We had 7 watching us for a second, and they all went away. We're down to 4, but okay. Guido, Brian Mason, thank you for putting them thumbs in the air. Let's see the best. Also, on today, it was supposed to work last week, and on Sunday, and it didn't. It did today. On YouTube, we are in 2 different formats. We are in the regular portrait or landscape format, and then we're in the portrait format. So we're in the regular on your TV or your computer screen. And then you can watch us on your phone to where it's that size, right? So it's phone size. Let's see if I can bring it up real quick. I want to see if we can show this. Yeah. So let me make sure it's muted. Yeah, it is. So if you're on YouTube, you can actually watch us for your phone now. Guido, thank you, buddy. So it would fit. No, I wish. No, my teeth are bad. I need new teeth. I'm working on getting new teeth, basically. So here, this is what it's going to look like, and you'll see. The good thing about this for you and me, Justin, is we can start downloading these and breaking them up and making clips for the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After the show and put them out, do reels and YouTubes and things like that to clips, right? And start getting some clips out. So it's neat that StreamYard's got this set up this way. You can watch us. You can still comment on us. It's still under it. So actually it shows twice, right? It shows twice. Oh, that's kind of neat the way it just did that. The way it shows it up and then us down in the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So no, I hadn't seen it before. Stop screen. There we go. So it's a new way for people to watch us, and that's what's important. Ted Dieterman, thank you, buddy. If you are watching right now, we've got 6 on YouTube. So if you're watching, I want to know if you're on YouTube and you're watching the way we're doing it. Tell me what you think about that. Tell me what you think about the one that's just for the screen. If you're watching on that one, let me know. Mm-hmm. And we'll just kind of go from there. I'm looking forward to this. They're talking to Justin Falk about his 1000th game. I think it's a great. What the hell is on YouTube? So Matt Lowe, no, he's watching that way. So Matt Lowe, you're watching the new way where we're it's designed for the phone. It's designed for your phone on YouTube, so it might make it easier to watch us.
Yeah,
right?
it's more of an up and down more than a wide to wide shot.
There we go. Put Justin on top of me on the bottom.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
I know. We're flipping it. We're good, man. We're good.
What a yeah. I mean, honestly, just what an achievement though for Falk. Coming in to play his 1000th game. Like you said, he did play like a lot of his time in Carolina, but he did play a lot of his time in St. Louis, both teams. I don't know what the stats are split wise. I don't know if he's played like half for the Blues, half for Carolina, because I felt like he was in Carolina for quite a bit as well. Actually, I think they're showing it right now. Actually, on the screen. Yeah. It's about a split.
I seen this on and it's close to a split. I seen this on the Blues page, the Blues app or their page, Facebook, whatever they had it on there. And it's kind of neat showing his evolution. He's grown in the league. He's done about, I think he's done over 500 games with us. And I think I can find that out here in a moment. I was kind of trying to look at a couple of something else. Let's see if I can get to the right. I've been cleaning up my tabs so I can find things a little bit better.
I think it's going to be pretty close. Like from those pictures, it looked like it was a pretty close, even split. I mean, it just all depends on how many times he was injured, in those times, you never know. So
we might get to hear on ice communication. I don't expect a big crowd. Toronto, they're going to be there no matter what.
Oh yeah, Toronto is gonna. You could talk as much trash as you want about Toronto and their fans and all that. They're gonna always show up. They're a passionate group, and that's what you gotta love. That's the fun of the sport. They may be disappointed. They hate spending their hard-earned money to watch this team not succeed in the playoffs, but they're gonna be there. You best believe it.
Oh, I haven't looked at this. Oh, the Blues have got something really neat on their sheet. I might have to send this to you later. Okay. I have access to the Blues, to the media notes for the game, right?
Yeah.
And man, I'm just going to show it because it's really cool, right? What they're doing. So give me a second, and I'm going to show this.
And I hope that Blues fans like that we're talking about Falk and his 1,000 game. I really hope Blues fans are a little bit more humble today with the trash talking that Falk has gotten. I think unrightfully so. I think he's actually been one of the better defensemen for the Blues this year. So hopefully we have some humbleness tonight.
Yeah. So if you look on this, right, it's got for each player like their 2025 their season highs and then their regular season career highs. So it breaks it down a little bit more. That's for Shin. So if we get the Falk, I forget what number Falk is.
72.
72. So I got to get down a little bit. Skinner, Dvorsky, Pareko, Neighbours, Sundqvist, Joseph. Falk, here we go. He's played 999 games. It does not show how many he's done with the Blues.
I'm gonna say somewhere. I'm gonna say that it's probably a pretty good split.
Right here. Regular season careers of Blue 440 games. So close to a split.
Yeah. That's where I would have put it.
The other way. So our 669 the other way. So it'll be 441 today. So close. Right? 210 points, 49 goals, 217 penalty minutes. I just thought you should see this regular season and career highs in that. Right? So if I don't send this to you prior to a game, remind me. So that way you can look at it. I can send you the link to best way for me to send it is through Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it to you that way before.
Yeah. I'll definitely. I'll ask you. If I don't get it from you before the games or whatnot.
Yeah. So I'll start sending that to you, bud.
I thinking, because I was thinking that I know he played a lot of games here for St. Louis, but I still was thinking that he played more for Carolina because he was in Carolina for a long time. So. Yeah. But I loved when I saw Justin Falk come to St. Louis, I loved it. I thought it was it was going to be the best thing when the Blues.
That was the Edmondson trade. Right.
Yeah.
And that was kind of that just kind of worked in our favor. Joel Edmondson's father was sick at the time, and he wanted to be closer to him.
Yeah.
Right. So he kind of asked for a trade to a couple different teams, and then they came out. They came out pretty good with that. I think we came out good with that. I don't even know where Edmondson is. I think he's still in the league. Oh no, he is. Because
LA.
he's on my fantasy team. He's on
LA.
LA.
LA. Yeah, LA.
Right.
So
go ahead.
No, I just was saying I just want to reiterate this. I hope that we see a humble Blues fan or the humble Blues fans tonight, because Justin Falk has got a lot of slack, and there is times where it's rightfully so. But the man has not been as bad as everyone touts him to be. Like I've seen, he needs to get off this team, such and such. I just don't see how you can see that from the eye test that Falk is that big of an issue in my eyes.
Hold on a second. I got to answer this.
Yeah, I mean, do I think Falk is a world beater? No, I don't. But I think that he is not as bad as everyone says he is.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm they were just showing Craig Berube. I cannot hear anything for anyone who is watching, so I can't hear anything about the game or what they're talking about. I could just see what they're pulling up. They're kind of going over shots, the D zone possession time. These two teams have struggled. Goals against. Both teams are sitting respectfully in dead last or second to dead last. Yeah, I mean, both these teams are pretty even. They're struggling right now to find consistency. Getting a picture of Willie Nylander, probably my favorite Maple Leaf. I think he's a great player for them.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, no, they got somebody's out. I seen it.
It's Austin Matthews, probably.
No, somebody else. Nyes is not going to play tonight. He's day to day, right?
Well, what about is Matthews back? Because I haven't heard anything about him being back. So I think Matthews and Nyes is out. So Matthews and Nyes is out.
They've got a huge injury list.
Yeah, their team they're banged up. They're banged up for sure. But I will say, like I was saying, the Toronto Maple Leafs were not playing very inspiring hockey with the superstars in the lineup, anyways. But the injuries do hurt them. Joseph Wall just came back. His last game was in the last one. He was been out. He had a good performance, but they lost to the Blackhawks. 3-2.
He's playing against his hometown team, right? So this is their list of injured reserve. They have 6 players, actually 7 now. Well, he's not on injured reserve yet, but he could be. He's day to day. Chris Tanev, Scott Lawton, Brandon Carlo, Austin Matthews, Anthony Soles, and Marshall Raphael. I can't pronounce that. Huh?
That's a big injury list. I mean, that's a massive. I mean, Matthews is a massive. I've always said it. I think Matthews is touted for me as kind of an overrated guy, if I'm honest. But Austin Matthews is a huge blow for the Toronto Maple Leafs being out.
And then Matthew Nyes is out for today's game. He's day to day. So this is a game where if all that stuff I heard on Twitter is true, get out there and make it work. Get out there and do it, because this is the team that's coming in that you can take advantage of. They're still talented, but you can take advantage of them. They're missing their leading goal scorer. They're missing some passers. They're missing guys that are important to this team. You've got to come, and you're really only missing one player, right?
Yeah.
And go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying, and then I'll kind of get into what I'm talking about. You've got to come on. This road trip is so important. It's not even funny. You got to come out tonight and pedal to the metal for 60 minutes, no matter what. Yeah. yeah, like Guy said, you got to take advantage of this weakened shell of a team that has been so good in the regular season that has kind of floundered since the Mitch Marner departure. I knew they would. I knew they would have, replacing a 100-point scorer or 100-point getter is way harder than you may think. So it really hurt them. The injuries are not doing them any favors. The one positive I will say, they have William Nylander. I love him. I think he's a great player. And John Tavares has seemed to find the fountain of youth somehow. That guy's been, I think, the best Maple Leaf from what I've heard from Maple Leafs fans, talking about John Tavares being as old as he is and still being a massive producer for them.
11 goals, 13 assists, 24 points in 19 games, so a point per player game. That's they've got 3 guys that are point per player game, but one guy's out. Nyes is out. He's got 22 points in 19 games. Nylander's got 26 points in 16 games, right? Mm-hmm. And guess how many point per player games we have?
0.
0. Closest we have would be Thomas at 11 and 15 or 12 and 15 games. Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, and I will say, I'm like I said, I'm no, you've never called me a Thomas apologist because I have called out when Robert Thomas doesn't show up. Robert Thomas, when I look at the recent games, Robert Thomas, Snuggerud, the guys you expect to show up have shown up. They have been noticeable. Have they got the results that they've been wanting? No. They need to get those results, but those guys have stepped it up. Like the Thomas and Snuggerud duo have shown very good signs of chemistry. So I'm hopeful for that. They just got to find a winger that will work well with them. Holloway can be that guy, probably. He brings a lot of speed to that line. He's also a creative player. So we'll see how that goes. Me personally, I think the way that the Blues go is when Jake Neighbours is back, he is going to take that first line spot with Thomas and Snuggerud on that first line.
We talked about it Sunday. And I'm pretty sure that you still agree with me. Who do you think gets waived when Neighbours comes back?
It would have to be Texier.
Yeah, I'm still with you on that.
I see. Like you could say, like my thing is you can't. Joseph, you can't waive Joseph. Joseph has shown you time and time again that he busts his ass and has earned a spot on this team. You can't waive that guy. You can't. He's I wouldn't say a spark plug because that's kind of what we call Nathan Walker, but he's a workhorse. Yeah, is just Joseph. So
he's redefined his game this year, mm-hmm. right? He has understood what his role is, and I don't think he did last year. I don't think he truly understood what his role was last year, and that's why he spent a lot of time on the bench or in the press mm-hmm. box, right? This year, and Texier spent a lot of time in the press box. Injuries have kept Texier out of the press box, but right now we have 23 guys on our roster. So when he comes back, somebody's got to go, and you can't. And the logical is you're saying Devo or Skinner down. Well, you can't send Skinner because they're waiver exempt, right? Mm-hmm. Can't send Skinner down because then you don't have the 7th defenseman, right? Because you're not bringing the defenseman back. And in all actuality, I don't think sending Dvorsky's down right either. Yeah, he hasn't put numbers up, but he's definitely performed. Right. You can't send Dvorsky down. We've been talking about how Dvorsky has to be on this roster. He's a top 10 pick. He's a first overall pick. He needs to be on this roster. And just because he's not on the score sheet, I'd like to see him on the score sheet. He is still young. If I'm not noticing him in a negative way, why are we tripping on him? There's no reason to trip on him. If we're not noticing him in a negative way where he's making terrible play after terrible play, can't even make a pass, if we're not noticing him in a negative way, why would you send him down? Yep. No reason. There's no reason to. So the two odd men are Joseph and Texier. And like you said, I don't send Joseph down. I mean, he's earned his spot on the lineup. I'm waving Texier. Right?
And honestly, I believe me, Texier was a guy when the Blues got him. I was like, oh, you know what? Texier could be something special for this team, especially like on the third line, fourth line, and it just hasn't come to fruition. I don't know what it is. I think he has the tools to be a good player. He just can't find his game, and he's very non-existent on a lot of times. And Joseph, at this point, I would be more convinced to say that Joseph would get claimed if you put a guy like that on waivers than if you put a Texier on waivers.
Joseph would absolutely get claimed. There's no doubt in my mind that Joseph would get claimed. And I got to set my fantasy roster here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough guys to fill up for today.
Yeah, I just, for me, I don't, like I said, we're agreeing on this one. I just don't see how you would throw down a Dvorsky or a Joseph. Both those guys have shown that they deserve to have a spot on this team.
Yeah, I could actually see the possibility that and this, AC generator. So, okay, here we go. Now it might be better. So, there's two different ways to watch us. So he's watching us on the new one. He's got. I guess I was wrong. And I didn't think I wasn't paying attention to Neighbours because he's been out. But yeah, he's 7 points in 8 games. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that. You are correct on that one. Mm-hmm. Hopefully the screen is fixed up a little bit better on YouTube. There's 2 ways to watch it now. There's the and I think he's watching it on the new way. So hopefully that looks a little better. How's that? Is that better for you there, AC generator? Do we have any plus guys? Oh yeah, we got a lot of plus guys. I think Thomas is +1. Kessel is +1. Texier is even. Skinner's +1. We don't have a lot. We definitely didn't have a lot. Well, and that lines up with things because you're very rarely going to have many plus guys when your goal differential is bad. So your goal differential so it's the worst in the league. So you're very rarely going to have some positive guys. Now, I don't think plus minus is everything because you got to look at the eye test. The eye test tells you a lot too. Like you said, Kessel was a positive. Kessel has been one of the guys that's made some mistakes that ended up in the back of our net. So and he's a plus. So you got to look at things with an eye test sometimes. Okay, yeah, I see what he's saying now. I went and looked at it on there, and it is kind of messed up. I think there might be something I can do to fix that. Give me a second as I'm trying to figure this out. May not let me do it here. I may have to do it. Yeah, I'm not able to do it at the moment. Okay, I'll try and fix it here later, guys. Right now, I can't do anything with it. It's just something we're gonna kind of work out and figure out as we're going along with the new style. You can actually it shows up in 2 ways, so you might be able to watch it the old way. I don't know. So now it kind of makes sense why not as many people are watching us on. I don't know. I'm trying to find something here and I can't find it. Maybe I'll kind of look for it during the thing at night. No. Okay. Well, I'll try and look for it later, bud. I'll try and figure it out later. I know it's kind of messed up. I apologize. Don't know what I can do about it at the moment. I will try and work on something later. Excuse me. Dang stitch in my mouth. Predictions for the game. Let's get into that as we're getting closer to puck drop. What are your predictions for the game there, Justin?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna have hope that what they stated and what we talked about here earlier, that this road trip is important, and they're going to look for some bonding time together as a team. And I'm going to hope that Justin Falk having his 1,000th game gives the boys a little bit of momentum as well.
You froze on me.
Did you hear me, guy?
No, you froze on me halfway through.
So I'm going to say that the Blues get momentum from the Justin Falk 1,000th game. I'm going to say that if it is true about the road trip and how it brings everybody together, I'm going to say the Blues win this game 4-3. As for my player to watch, I kind of already posted this, on Facebook earlier. I think that you could see possibly some good game from, the top guys, the Thomas, the Kyrou, Holloway. But my player that I'm going to focus on tonight is going to be Broberg. I think with a team like Toronto who's struggling to kind of generate offense, they're struggling on the defensive side of the puck. This could really be a game where we could see Philip Broberg's skill with the puck and poise and patience that he has. Jumping up in the play and really getting into the head of the Toronto players.
I'm aboard with you most of it.
Well, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I know your player to watch tonight, and although I agree with you, if I went with the guy that I would have probably originally went with, it just wouldn't have been as original. I wanted to be original.
Okay.
So that's why I'm going with Broberg.
You had the same player, huh?
No, I didn't have the same player. I was actually going to go with a Kyrou or a Thomas to have a good night tonight, but I know who you're picking, so I'm going to stick with a defenseman. I think that's
yeah. I went with I'll say it. My player to watch is Snuggerud. I think when you have a young player like this in a building like this, there one or two things happens. Either they go off or the moment overwhelms them. And I want to see which one it is. And I hope he goes off. I really do. I hope that he goes off in this building, because that's what this is. This is Toronto. Montreal is the same way. Those two, and maybe Boston. Chicago, not so much, but of the big ones, like for hockey, this is like Montreal and Toronto are like playing in Yankee Stadium, right? Guys dream their whole life of playing in Yankee Stadium, or even Busch Stadium. In that matter, yeah, he played 559 games with Carolina. They're showing it on the thing now, and I just think that this is the moment for him. And I have Blues 3-2. I think that what we did here from the team is what we're going to see. The fact that they've decided that, they need to get together, that they're not on the same page, that they need to work better together. That's important. That's super, super important. And I'm hoping that it does come out. Right. I really, really do. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah. I think Snugger is a good choice. I'd love to see Snugger, and I think that it kind of goes along with kind of me and you agreeing on this one too. That if Snuggerud has a good game, then I'm going to assume that a guy like Robert Thomas is effective in this game, because they're playing on the line together. I would assume that he's going to have some influence if Snuggerud is the player to watch tonight and the player of the game.
Yeah, no, I would not be surprised at all. And like I said, you kind of, I look for that when I'm doing games, when I'm doing my, when you ask me to do the predictions and that stuff, that's the kind of stuff that I'm thinking about. Who's the opponent? Where are they at? What guy has, something to prove, or what guy's done this or done that, or what some of the matchups in that. And it's for me, I couldn't pull another player together and say, okay, this is the guy that I think would be it. And I forgot one more building, right?
MSG.
Don't you have a stapler to fix Zoomy? I think he's talking to Hefner. Him and Hefner are going back and forth a little bit.
Is the other famous building MSG?
Yeah. And we're playing in two of the buildings.
Yeah, we will be playing. Scotia, I actually think I think Toronto, I don't know how I know that their fans show up. I don't know how their attendance is like statistic wise. I know that they have people that do the attendance and like what the percentages are. I don't think Toronto is as high as you actually would think that they would be. I think in Canada, I think the arena that actually holds the most kind of fandom is actually the Bell Center in Montreal. Actually,
It might be. It might be.
I could be wrong, but I know that all those teams show up for their teams. But I think the Bell Center is very big in population. I think.
Yeah, I do think that they're sold out. That their season tickets are sold out. But even though they're sold out, it's whether or not people show up. I don't know if the NHL counts attendance by tickets sold or tickets clicked. Right.
Yeah.
So there may be a difference there. If they're doing tickets sold or tickets clicked. Oh, my mouth.
Still a good. I would love to go to a game in Vancouver. Or not Vancouver. I mean, Vancouver would be cool too. Toronto, but any of those Canadian teams arenas, because I think a lot of them do show.
I'd love to do a Western Canadian swing when they do one, where they go to Calgary and Edmonton or Winnipeg or Toronto, or not Toronto. Usually they do 3 or 4 teams over there. They'll go Calgary and Edmonton back to back, or Edmonton, Calgary, one of those two, and then they might go to Vancouver or Seattle, or they might hit Winnipeg and then go out. So I would love to do like a Western Canada swing to see that, especially since a lot of players are from those areas. That's usually got something to add to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. And that's the other thing. There's one more player to watch tonight, right? When you think about what this building means, there's one more player that this building means a lot to. I'm going to see if anybody. I'm going to put that question out there. Who might be another player to watch tonight because they're playing in Toronto?
I feel like I'm not missing something, right? Or is it? I know we talked about Thomas, so I don't think you would be talking about
Thomas. Isn't? I don't think Thomas is from Toronto. Bennington.
Yeah. Okay.
He's from
Bennington.
That area. Right. He's from right outside. He's from.
Okay. So we got the game already underway. Dang, I didn't even.
I'm behind.
Well, I thought that they would do the national anthems and stuff like that. They didn't even show any of that.
Oh, there. Yeah, I just jumped to it.
They just jumped right in.
Yeah.
But
I'm at 1944, so you might be ahead of me.
I am, I think.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll try not to spoil anything.
No, I'm going to try and jump ahead.
Oh, you SOB.
Well, I'm going to try and catch up is what I'm going to try and do.
So they're showing this is not showing. They're showing the goaltender stats. Joseph Wall, obviously he was out. His last game was his first game back.
I'm at a face-off right now, 1926.
Yeah, I'm at the same point.
Okay. So I slowed down somewhere on the commercials. Is what happened. So no, we're up. Let's see how the game goes.
Yeah, I was a little weirded out because it just hopped in. I thought that they were going to do the national anthems and stuff like that. They didn't do any of that.
Oh, good shot by Pareko there.
Or they didn't do it on TV. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, it was a good shot.
There's some empty seats in the lower bowl, but that's just late arriving fans, I think.
I honestly, when I watch Toronto games, there is seats that aren't taken a lot of the times, and that's not to say that they don't show up. The fans that do show up are passionate fans. But yeah, that was definitely a premature just get into the game kind of start there.
Yeah, just jumped on us.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Yep. Fourth line's out there. Oh, Walker. Yes!
Oh, you're ahead of me. Come on, guys. Stop spoiling it for me, man. Son of a bitch.
Wow, what a goal.
Oh, wow.
What a weird goal.
That looks so premature. Like, or that looked just so out of place. It looked like it happened, and then it just, like, delayed for a minute.
Riley knocked it in his own net.
Ooh, that's not good. Dude, Morgan Riley has drawn some very negative ire in Toronto here recently. Very negative. So this is not going to help his case.
Riley knocked it into his own net.
Well, good start by the fourth line of the Blues. Torpchenko doing what Torpchenko does, getting
Walker
in on that
gets
forecheck.
goal. I think Walker gets that goal, but
no, I don't know. Does it touch Walker?
yeah, Walker takes the shot.
Okay. Yeah. Good start for the fourth line though. Having Torpchenko in there, doing Torpchenko things, getting in on the forecheck. Sonny down low, gets the puck out in front. Blues up 1-0.
You know what that goal right there really shows? What have I talked about so much about puck luck?
Creating your own.
Yeah, making your own puck luck. That's Walker right in front of the net. Because he makes that shot, Riley's got trying to block the puck, or knock the puck down and knocks it into his own net. That's making your own puck luck.
Yeah, definitely an unfortunate play for. Like I said, that's not going to help Morgan Riley's standing in Toronto's eyes.
Yeah,
because he's definitely. I know. There's a lot of fans. I know the famous man himself, Steve Dangle, Toronto fan. I know he definitely is calling for Morgan Riley to be at least out of the lineup. I think, but.
Oh, Suter just had a nice little look there. They're cycling the puck. They're getting down there deep.
Man, you're ahead of me right now.
How far ahead of me? What's your time?
I mean, not crazy, but enough to where you're saying it, and then I'm like missing it, and I have to wait for it. So, 16:44 right now.
Okay, so I'm about 9 seconds ahead of you.
9.
Commercial. See if you can. You're watching on the app, right?
Yeah, I watch on the Spectrum app. Usually, if I reset it should catch me up. No, it doesn't allow me to. It's live for me. Usually, if I just reset it, it goes back. They're calling a penalty right now.
Yeah.
Who was it? Oh, God, it's Buchnevich with a penalty. Not a good look. Oh, my, what?
Yeah, what do you get?
A holding.
A holding penalty.
Oh, my God, that's weak. I don't care what anyone says. That's weak. That's weak. That was like a guy like grabbed him and then like they went down immediately. Like that's a weak call. Yeah. And at least in my eyes, I don't know what you feel about it, but that looked weak to me.
Yeah. I didn't see it. I was kind of looking at something else. My stream stopped on Guy Bensing, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he just grabbed him and then the Toronto guy like fell forward or whatever. It was weak. I thought it was weak.
Hey, can you turn yours down just a little bit? I'm hearing it in my ears.
Yeah. Is that good?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to where I can.
Said the left arm went around him. Good call. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't say. Is Sammy Blaze playing for Toronto? I think he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a fourth line guy for them. Oh, good play there.
The traffic cone. Oh, nice traffic in front there.
Yeah.
Am I still about 9? Oh, almost a shorthanded wraparound, but from Joseph there. That was quick.
You are still ahead of me. Man, that's the kind of thing for Joseph that we've been talking about. Like, a guy like that, you can't wave. Like you can't just let him go. I mean, that's a guy that doesn't need a rush for that puck, and he does. He skates as hard as he can to that puck. That's effort. Usually, if I reset this, it puts it back at the like similar time to you, but it's not doing it. So it's really annoying. I'm gonna try to just do a hard reset.
They scored right
Oh,
at
did
the end
they?
of the power play.
Oh, what do we get here? Tip? Or did
Yeah, I
that
think
just
it
go in
did.
clean?
He was screened or tipped.
Jake McCabe. Oh, Jake McCabe went through first. I don't know.
He might have been after the power play. No, yeah, even strength. Oh, well, and it didn't get touched. A girl scorer shot from back there. Just a great shot. He made a shot, Chin blocked it and went back to him, and Bennington was screened top corner.
Man, what a flutter of a shot.
Yeah, you can't fault that.
No, it was weird. It's like I almost like did like a flick, a basketball shot where it just didn't hit anywhere near the rim. It just airballed. So that's what that looked like. Looked like it went up and then straight down. Do, 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 do.
1-1. Shots are 3-2.
Oh, is one of our guys injured? Oh, he gets slow to get up. That didn't look very good.
Yeah, I heard him say he was slow to get up, but that was all I heard.
Yeah, it looked like it was a shove. It probably could have been a penalty, but
Yeah, it stopped streaming on Facebook, so I may have to put it back on there. Nope, it's there. It's still there.
I think that
We're
was
good.
Fowler,
We're good.
man. Fowler, you got to shoot that puck, man. You came right in. You had so much speed. You tried to make a pass to Thomas, who was on his offhand. That's one of the things the Blues can do in this game. If they can have their defensemen jump up in the play, and with the struggles that Toronto has had defensively, if they can jump up in the play, it's gonna make it hard for Toronto.
Yeah, I agree.
That's kind of why I made Broberg the player to watch tonight, just because of his ability to do that. Most of the Blues defensemen can do that anyways, but Broberg is really good at it. I would like to see a response from Pavel, if I'm honest.
This is, hey, Justin, this is from John Hefner. That's why Guy says not to announce anything. Occasionally I like to F with him and make stuff up. And I changed words in his thing.
Yeah.
News game in Team USA versus Uruguay. I'll be here in and out. Well, Scary, we love you when you're here. Thank you, bud.
Yeah. The Avs suck, but, we love when you're here, man. Scary's the one who's always talking about the Avs. I believe so. I said, yeah, we love when you're here, man. The Avs suck, but we love when you're here, man. I think Scary's the one who's always talking about the Avs, isn't he?
Yeah. He was saying, well, he's been right. That team has had one regulation loss.
Yeah, they've been good. Nature's just very good for them with Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah. When you play 19 games, you're 13-1-5. Wow, 816 point percent. I mean, it's not gonna. No. He says he hates the Avs. He just knew how good they were. I know. I know he's a Blues fan, but
yeah, it's they're playing great. That pace is not going to keep up. they're not going to play 800 hockey for the whole season. Not going to happen.
I don't think so either.
They'll hit a bump. It's never been a question about the Avs being good in the regular season. We know the Avs are good in the regular season. It all comes down to the playoffs. The Avs struggle when it comes to depth, and it shows in the playoffs, which is why I say the Avs don't have much depth, because right now, Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar, Marty Necas, those guys are doing what they want to any team right now in the league. When it comes time for playoffs and the big boys start to come out and start to play tighter, it makes it a lot harder. If those guys aren't producing, the Avs are likely not winning because their bottom pair of guys are not scoring. So
they're honoring Justin Falk for his 1,000th game there in Toronto. That's nice of them.
Mm-hmm. What a bunch of sweethearts. I still got to say I love the away jerseys, man. They're so nice. So we're getting the face off here. I would assume guys still ahead of me, so.
Modot's here. Mozo's here. Hey, Mozo, how you doing, bud?
That's a bad, I don't know who just was that for Toronto, but that was a bad turnover. I don't know what he was doing.
Broberg took a penalty. Oh, offside.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That was a late offside. I thought Broberg.
That was good.
So late, I thought Broberg took a penalty.
Yeah, no, good. That's Broberg though for you, man. Gapping it up, making it hard for Toronto and into the zone. Yeah. Early impressions of this game. Toronto had the power play, and the game is tied 1-1. But this feels like this feels as of right now like the Blues are getting in the zone, actually creating a little bit of havoc, while Toronto is actually having a little bit of a harder time to get in the zone.
Agreed.
It seems like the Blues are playing fast right now. Yeah, and really, and honestly, it all response. Obviously, they have a defensive coach in Craig Berube, like a not shoot first kind of guy. I don't feel like you should realistically, the Blues should outwork Toronto in every aspect of like a cycle.
Oh, nice dick work there with
ew.
With Kyrou, and Joseph makes a good save. Kyrou with some good stick work there.
That guy just got coned. Kyrou getting a little bit of the jersey tuck going on. I like it.
I mean, I thought it was some really good stick work there.
Oh, it was, yeah. He coned him for sure. I just feel the Blues are playing fast right now. They're getting in the zone. Toronto is not having an easy time holding them up at the blue line. It feels like the Blues are playing a little bit better at their own blue line than Toronto is right now.
And you can't fault the goal on Bennington at all, right? I mean, that was just a great shot.
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say it was on him.
No,
I just
putting it out there to the universe.
The way the shot happened, if you look at the shot, it's a weird shot. Jake McCabe, 9 out of 10 times, completely misses the net on that shot. That's just a seeing eye shot right there. He chips it. He's like on the ninth hole, and he chips it on the green. That's exactly what that goal looked like. He chipped it like in the air, and then it like went straight down in the corner. So, not much you can do for that one on Bennington. That one's not on Bennington.
Yeah.
Just a shot first mentality by Toronto. It's good. Good play. Or good shot, I should say.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think they're still. Let me go back here real quick. Yeah, they're still giving it to McCabe unassisted, so it wasn't.
I don't think it was tipped. Like I said, I think it looked like a chip shot on the ninth hole. It looked like he scooped the puck up. It was like maybe like a bouncing puck or like a rolling puck. He took a shot. It like went up in the air and then like went straight down. Went like right in the net. Yeah, they're showing the Kyrou stick handle. Yeah, he coned. I don't know who that was for Toronto, but he was lost in the sauce.
The USA is up 1-0 on Uruguay. I hope that we can finally do something. Shaggy, we're going to be in New York soon, buddy. The Blues are going to be in New York. You're going to have to come on if we do the Ranger game. I think we are doing the Ranger game. Yeah. Yeah, they now on YouTube they have it to where you can do the it's sized 9x16, so that's what that is. I don't know about that, Scary. It'd be nice, but I don't see it.
See, the thing that worries me about this, though, is the Blues are playing good at not allowing the Toronto Maple Leafs to get in the zone very effectively. But what Toronto's doing is they're kind of cherry picking in a way. They're kind of having a guy really up there. So it worries me because I hope that they're not giving up odd man breaks. It hasn't been an issue so far, but I can
could be. Yeah.
I could see what they're doing. Toronto is leaving the zone early, and they have like two or one guy, or one or two guys.
That's what Berube did. That's what Berube did.
Yeah.
Hefner says 4 shots in 10. Yeah, it's not in 20 minutes. They haven't even finished the period yet, John.
Yeah,
so it's
John.
only 13 minutes.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. As you have seen, if you watch my recent TikTok, John, I don't know if you have TikTok or not.
No, he doesn't.
I did the stats. Well, I did the stats. Well, I post them on Facebook as well. I did the stats. They show that the Blues are coming back to their kind of old form where they're not out shooting opponents like they were doing in the first 15 games of the season. They're not out shooting their opponents anymore. They're taking low shots, but finishing more, which is just weird.
Oh!
In my mind.
Damn, that was close.
Oh, there's that
guy. That was your guy, Boberg.
Yeah, there's that first line chemistry though showing. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Thomas and Snuggerud together. I know that wasn't generated or nothing by both of those guys, but that line has been decent. And I'm definitely happy that Pavel Buchnevich is not on that line right now.
Yeah.
Oh God, was that Kyrou again that just tried to cone him? And kind of did? I think it was. Was that Kyrou?
Yeah.
That did that? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He's trusting his stick more. That's what
I was honestly this close. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like he's had some spurts, really good spurts in Toronto. I feel like when I've watched him play against Toronto in recent memory. So it's kind of I'm kind of surprised, or I was this close to actually making him my player to watch tonight, if I'm honest. Blues almost with another goal right there. That was a good chance. Keeping the pucks in, keeping them deep. Honestly, just like I said, the Blues in every aspect should outwork Toronto. They should.
It looks like they're starting to.
Yeah, like Toronto is not known to be a cycle grind you down team. They're a pop gun explosive offense. They've never been a team that grinds you down.
Hey, frame rate. How you doing? You should have watched our show on Sunday, Frame Rate. We talked about this big time. I think did Frame Rate watch our show on Sunday? I don't remember.
I don't know the name. Then I mean, I know the name sounds familiar. I don't know if I cut out. I said, "Hey, Frame Rate," so I don't know if it got it or not. But, yeah. I don't know what his comment was because it cut out, like I said. But
he said most important. I was there a bit. Okay. He said most important road trip of the season right here, and we talked about that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, and I think. Sorry, go ahead, guy. Sorry.
No, John.
No, I just was gonna.
Go ahead.
John said, "Oh wait, what?"
Go ahead. You go.
Oh no, I just was gonna say that it kind of correlates with what you were talking about. That. More so, I think that the Blues need to have like at least a 4-1 record on this road trip, in my opinion. The wins and losses, this is a time for the team to come together as a unit, as a one unified force together. That I think that's more important. I would like I said, I want to see the wins, because if we could have this all we want, but if we have this and we're losing still, then it's null and void. But we need to have this because this brings everything together.
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. John says, okay, 4 shots in 15 minutes. And you're right. The shot count is low, but they've scored 1 goal. So their shot percentage is 25%. Whereas, Toronto's got 1 goal on 7 shots. So, and you look at it that way, our goaltending's better right now.
And that's fine, but that's fine. But John, I want to say this. I get where you're coming from with shots. I get where fans come for shots, and I get it. I would like to see the Blues take a lot more shots, like they were in the beginning portions of the first, 13 games or so. But look at the eye test. There is, in my opinion, Toronto is out shooting St. Louis, but the Blues have had the better of the chances in this game. So, although the Blues have 4 shots in this game, the Blues have had the better of the chances in this game. To my eyes. So, I know I'm blind, so guy may get me on that one, but the Blues have been, I think, the better team in this period as of a team and effort and chances standpoint.
Stats would probably agree with you for the most part.
Probably, but you never know. I just know what I'm looking at on my eyes. Because I've been saying it. The Blues seem to be stifling the Toronto Maple Leafs at their own blue line. Toronto's having a hard time getting in the zone. The Blues are making it a lot easier of a time to get into their zone and actually get the puck
in their zone a little more.
Exactly. Yeah. I would not be surprised if the ozone time is pretty heavily favored for St. Louis.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Toronto doesn't look fluid right now. They're making a lot of bad turnover passes right now. They're making a lot of passes where I'm just shaking, like scratching my head, like what are they doing? They don't look connected. We talk about the St. Louis Blues being connected. Yeah, we talk about the Blues being connected. I don't see a connected Toronto team right now.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know how much of the videos and stuff you actually watched, Guy, when I did the stats or whatnot, but when you look at it, the Blues defensively, I was going back and forth with some other fans and whatnot saying, oh, the Blues defense is the worst in the league. And statistically, it's not. Yeah. It's not the worst in the league. And there's plenty of stats to show you that it isn't. The problem with the Blues defense is not their defense as a team defense or a defensive individual. it is a turnover defense. When they turn over the puck seems to end up in the back of their net. If the Blues don't turn over the puck, the defense looks okay.
Blues are getting a penalty.
For what? Hooking?
High stick.
Oh.
High stick or hooking?
I don't know. I think it. Oh, it's a high stick, I think, on Max Domi, looks like.
And it's going to be 4.
Is it? Is he bleeding?
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
Depends on what the call is.
I didn't even see. Was it? It wasn't Domi that came in on the power play, was it? Or on the shot right there, was it? No, I don't think it was.
Oh, they called a match.
Oh, a match. They called a match? What?
I don't know.
You mean they called a major? Is that what they called?
I don't think,
think that's.
This might come off. This might come off.
I don't.
Double minor.
Okay, so double minor. What are you holding on your lip there, bud? You got no teeth to begin with. No, it was. It could have been close because Tucker did raise his stick, and it could have been where he hit himself in the face, but he raised it and then he hit him in the head.
That's what they were saying that might have been.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, big kill here for the Blues. The penalty kill has been struggles as of late. The special teams were kind of not where the Blues would like them. They were ranked 22nd, but that was mostly to do with the penalty kill, I believe, because the power play's actually been good, like alone. But let's see. Big penalty kill here. They need this.
They killed the first one.
Oh, well, this is the even bigger one just because it's late in the period and it's 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes. And this will go into the second period.
Well,
if it does. Yeah, if it does.
The one thing about a 4-minute power play, these are the times that you can get a shorthanded goal because the first unit sometimes stays out there too long for the power play team, and they make a mistake that the penalty kill team can capitalize on.
Yeah, it's like a prime, and honestly, I'm gonna say this because he has scored it. That's like a prime Joseph kind of move too. Like that would be a Joseph, a shorthanded opportunity kind of thing where because he uses his speed. He has a sneaky speed to him.
Yeah, him and Thomas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, from what I'm seeing right now, I'm not going to try to jinx it, but Toronto has done absolutely nothing on the power play. So they've been a lot to the outside here.
Well, they killed the first one.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, that was I don't know if that hit the net or not. I don't think it did. That was the only probably real chance that they had on the power play so far. It missed the net.
No, Domi just had a good shot. Bennington got over. Oh, no, Barberg blocked it.
Oh, yeah, good block. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't care what anyone says, man. People can disagree with me all they want, but I think Broberg's been the best Blues defenseman this year.
Oh, yeah. I'll agree with that.
It's kind of hard to, make an assumption like that considering the defense doesn't have as many points on the board as we'd like to see, but underlying stats-wise, Broberg, I think, has been the best. All right, Toronto kind of getting a lot of flurries, trying to just they couldn't get anything to the net, so they were getting a lot of blocks against, and they were just taking the let's shoot anything approach. So
yeah,
it hasn't worked out for them yet, but it
Blues
could
are
get
blocking
scary.
things very well. Oh, that was a high shot too. It caught him on the wrist.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back out there, so he's a hockey player.
Yeah, bro. Oh, so Broberg took it. Broberg took
Off
it what
the
in the? Oh, was it? Oh, I thought it was like the chest or something. Or the,
No, it looked like it hit caught his wrist. It looked like he was holding his wrist.
So, and I also have to say this with the shots too. The period's not quite over yet, but I have to look at it like this: the Blues haven't had a power play in this game. The Blues they're shorthanded. This is the second time they're on the power play. So technically, if they kill this off, they'll have 3 penalties technically killed because the one's a 2, one's a 4.
Yeah.
You got to think about it like this. You can look at the shots all you want. The Blues have 4 shots, but the Toronto Maple Leafs have 10, but they have also had the only power plays in the game. So, something to think about.
Yeah. No, I can sit. You could sit there and say, yeah, 4 shots, not good, and it's not. But your scoring percentage is 25%. So if you can maintain that, you're going to win this game. You know, if you can get 1 goal every 4 shots, I'll take it. Now, however, that goal, in all actuality, the Blues have 0 goals and Toronto has 2. But we'll take that.
I mean, come on, guy. It's only about time. I mean, how many goals this season have went off for our guys? Where our guys have scored more goals on ourselves than our opponents.
Trust me,
So.
I know. I get it. Right. Meme says nice PK, and it has been so far. Got about 40, 50 something seconds left.
Yeah, that was a great kill for the Blues there, especially late in a period. You don't want to see a Toronto team score late in a period.
Yeah, Scary put up that 3-0, and I was like gonna get mad at him there for a second, and then I realized he was talking about hockey or soccer. Not the game. I was going to get up with them, and I was like, wait a minute, okay. Look, this was a better first period than we've seen in a while, and that's great. We saw some of the stuff that we wanted to see. Negative, shots on net. Well, shots on net are only 4, yet they had 12 attempts. So they had 6 that missed the net and 2 that were blocked. Okay, I'm not like super down on that. Whereas Toronto had 10 shots and they had 23 attempts. Okay. They also had almost 6 minutes of power play time.
Well, and that's kind of and I don't mean to make that as an excuse, but like I said, guy, you've watched the game, I've watched the game. You may view it a little different than me. I can watch it with my eye test, and I don't have to look at any of the stats. The Blues had the better of the chances in that period. I don't care what anyone says. I think the Blues had the better of the chances, despite not having as many attempts. Yeah, not having as many attempts and not as many shots. Like John was saying, the Blues, had 4 shots, but like God just said, they had 12 attempts. So a lot of those missed the net. So, if they can hit the net, who knows what happens? You don't know.
Yeah. No, I feel like, I look at this game and I feel like, okay, we've complained about the Blues not having puck luck for a while this season. I saw a major puck luck right there in that first goal. And then it felt like even after, now here's the difference. They get the penalty, they get the hold on Buchnevich, and they score the goal after the penalty. The Blues don't get down that it's 1-0, and they stayed at it. Now, they may not have gotten the shots on goal, but they spent a lot of time in the net, in the zone. They spend a lot of time cycling. This is something that I don't think a lot of people realize. The more time that you can spend cycling that puck in their zone, the more you have the advantage towards the end of the game. And I felt like in that first period, the Blues did a lot more of that, minus the power play, than Toronto did. Toronto was in the zone, out of the zone, where the Blues were spending some time in the zone.
Right? Well, let me pose this question to you, because this is actually a good question, or a good a question for me to pose to you, actually, because we talked about this in the earlier portions. Let me ask you, without looking at the stat, who do you think won the most puck battles in that period?
I kind of feel like probably the Blues.
Yeah.
Right?
So
to me, it felt like I said, if Toronto's going in and out of the zone, then they're losing the puck battles in their own zone. If the Blues are staying in their zone, then they're winning the battles in their zone. So, yeah, I would say I think that the Blues probably won the puck battle deals there.
Yeah. Well, and there's a reason I asked it, because we talked about that in the earlier portions when, like, the Blues had that one period or whatever where they had 100% of the puck battle wins and against Vancouver, I think it was. So you have a team that, although didn't get as many shots, they controlled play for the most part. They were on the forecheck. They controlled the cycle. Like you've been talking about, you said that you wanted the cycle. You got the cycle in that period.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you would need a little bit more shots, but there was a lot of chances where the Blues were point blank and just missed the net. So although they didn't sorry, go ahead.
So the way Walker scored this goal is the puck gets passed, bounces off his stick, goes up high, the goalie touches it to kind of push it out, and then Morgan Riley hits it and knocks it in the net.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate goal for sure.
Well, Walker gets that goal for being in front of the net. It's a garbage goal.
Yeah,
right?
that happens. Well, and that happens, and then you have to think about his line mates as well. That doesn't happen without guys getting in the dirty areas like Torpchenko and Sundqvist.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Hefner says, who owned the middle of the ice? Both teams are shit in the second. Well, let's find that out. Well, first of all, middle ice, I think that was neutral. I don't think that anybody really owned the middle ice, to be honest.
What, the neutral zone?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no one really controlled it, but the Blues were a better transition team in that period, in my opinion. They were like
in the second. Oh wow, John, you got that on the nose, man. In the second, the Blues are minus 13. I think I got that right. I can't even do the math. Yeah. Yeah, 13 minus 13. And Toronto was minus 9. Right? So the Blues have given up 30 and scored 17. Toronto's given up 27 and scored 18. Right? So yeah.
Both teams have struggled, in the second period.
Yeah. Right. And here, the Blues, shot-wise, in the second, the Blues are minus 25, where Toronto's minus 14. Trying to do quick math here. You know, the Blues have changed. They're now averaging 25 shots per game and giving up 27. I'm okay with the 27. I'm not okay with the 25. Toronto is averaging 27 and giving up 31. The Blues need to be averaging 27. They really do.
Yeah.
Right.
27. 27 is a sweet spot. I mean, that's a good spot. 27 or above is definitely a sweet spot. But like I said, this kind of goes back to what I was saying, how the Blues are going back to normalcy. What have we been talking about? The Blues were uncharacteristically getting 30 shots a game. And I didn't think that was going to keep up. But now it hasn't, and now we're reverting back to the old Blues team that we all know, where they don't get as many shots, but their finishing factor has been a higher when they haven't shot as much, which is just weird to me, honestly.
But sorry, man, my mouth bothering me a little bit.
The Blues, if the Blues, put it this. This is going to be a gut check time in the second period because both teams have not been good. The Blues have been uncharacteristically very, very bad at getting shots in the second period. If the Blues can come out and play like they did in the first period and add some more shots on the board, I'm confident in this group. I really am. But they need to get shots. They can't be sitting back and giving like 15 shots in the second period against Toronto. Like they need to get shooting in this period.
Yeah, I absolutely see that. I mean, they've got to come out with nothing but pure aggression.
Yeah.
Pure aggression. That's the one thing that I think, if the Blues played with aggression, it would quell a lot of fans who. Now, I don't know if you saw Jeremy Rutherford's article on the Blues. Basically, just called them a bad team. Right? Mm-hmm. Just said they're bad. And I don't completely agree with that. Right? I just don't completely agree with that, because on paper this team isn't bad. Right?
No.
There's something that's not there, that's missing. There's a moment in every season that defines the season.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I talk about this, and I go back to 19 because it was so poignant of a moment that a lot of people don't even I mean, it was a huge moment, but it's not a moment people remember. And it was, to me, it's the moment that changed the whole season. And a lot of people, when I say that, they go, "Oh, Bennington's first win in Philadelphia." No, it wasn't that. There was another moment where the Blues absolutely showed themselves and the hockey world that they were a real team. And it was right at the beginning of the 10-game win streak. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's been such a long time. I'm sure when you tell me, I'm gonna say, "Oh, that's it." But as of right now, I can't give you a straight answer.
The 2-1 overtime win against the Lightning, when the Lightning were one of the best teams in the league. And that was right after they played. They played. I think it was Game 3 of the 10-game win streak. They had just played. They were on the Florida trip with the dads, and they just had Bennington. Was amazing. Tarasenko, I think, scored the overtime winner. And to me, that's the moment in the season when you go, "Yeah, this team can do it."
Mm-hmm. Right. This team. Yeah, I mean, to flat out call this team and not a good team, I don't agree with that either. And that's just kind of how media goes. I get it. Media is paid to write some creative out there article that gets some clicks, gets some likes, and gets some engagement. And I get that's what media does, but to call this team bad, I mean, you can't say that, because a bad team. This team is not the same. There's still some pieces that are gone. There's pieces that are gone. There's pieces that are new to this team. But this team is better on paper than it was last year. And last year they went on a 12-game win streak. So they're not a bad hockey team. They're not a bad hockey team. They have skill. They're just the best way to describe it is it's a team that is struggling to find. I feel like struggling to find their identity in a way, more so than it is that they're just bad. That they're just a bad team, in my opinion.
Bolduc, you look at one of the biggest pieces that's missing was Bolduc, and he's actually struggling now in Montreal.
Well, and just like I knew he would.
He's got 1 goal in his last 10.
And like, don't get me wrong, I love Bolduc. We talked about this trade, and we talked about this trade ad nauseum. But the Blues should have got a pick in that deal with Bolduc, but that pace was not going to keep up. People got to remember that Bolduc succeeded last year. A lot of his succession came on the power play. And the reason he succeeded was because of Robert Thomas.
Yep.
Robert Thomas dished him the puck. Yes, he shot the puck. He had a great shot. He did a lot of good things. He kept it simple on the power play. But Robert Thomas made some of those plays happen. Most of those plays happened. Most of those were assisted by Robert Thomas. So most people don't, oh, wow. Ozone time, 2 minutes and 23 seconds and a minute for the Blues. I don't believe that at all.
That's because of the power play.
Yeah,
I'm not even there yet.
Yeah, true. I can understand that, but God, that looks way more lopsided. I mean, it's not crazily lopsided, but it looks a lot more lopsided than than I would think, if I'm honest. But I just feel that the Blues, if they kind of go on this, and we can kind of tackle this a bit. Jordan Bennington has been good in this game when he's needed to be. He hasn't been overly tested. The goal wasn't on him or nothing, but
No.
And my video that I talked about goaltending, it's going to be interesting to see because do we look at a situation where Jordan Bennington possibly is out of St. Louis if the Blues continue to struggle like this?
And if we get into December and they're still where they are, yeah, I think that happens. I really do think it happens.
Yeah, I mean, your two top guys that would possibly go off this team is Braden Shin and Jordan Bennington. Those are the two guys you'd probably
you're
get rid of.
getting a first round pick for Bennington or better. You're getting a couple first round picks for Bennington.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, there will be a team that would be willing to go out and pay money for Bennington. I mean, his contract's not. I don't think his contract is all that bad. The cap's going up.
$6 million is not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He's got teams he can be traded to without his permission.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. I'm sure one of those teams could be Edmonton, and Edmonton needs a goalie. But who would Edmonton be willing to give up for Bennington? Right? Because I don't think that their first round pick. See, their first round pick's not enough to me. I don't know if they have enough high end prospects for me to trade them to. They'd have to give up. I think they'd have to give up somebody like Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to get Bennington, along with other stuff.
Yeah, I would say Nugent-Hopkins. I don't mind Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins probably is going to end his career in Edmonton. I don't see him ever getting traded there, or traded away. I would actually think if I was to pick somebody, I would feel like the Blues would probably take like Zach Hyman from Edmonton.
Yeah.
That's a guy that I would think. But then again, though, I'm not looking at Edmonton. Like I get that that's where he would probably want to go, but I'm looking at Edmonton and I'm just thinking, there's really no pieces I really want from Edmonton, if I'm honest with you. I mean, Edmonton is the definition of a two-team or a two-guy team, if I'm honest. So, and I don't want Stuart Skinner. Stuart Skinner is a far worse option than Jordan Bennington. Yeah. So,
I'm with you. I don't disagree, but I'm looking. So Bennington, if I remember right, and I think he's got a 15-team no trade list, right? So if I'm Bennington, the teams that are on my no trade list are the bottom end teams, or they, sometimes a lot of them put the Canadian teams because of the taxes, but it does in some ways limit you, which I understand. They keep those no trade lists very, very private, which is they should. So he's got a 14-team no trade list, and next season he's got a 10-team no trade list. So there's 16 teams that you could trade him to this season. It's just if one of them is the team that he wants, the team that wants him.
Well, and I think, me personally, I think that, well, and we talked about this. I think the Blues are good enough to dig themselves out of the hole that they've dug so far. Yeah, it's still early enough to where they can dig out. And like I said, if you're talking about a Blues team that goes 4-1 on this home stretch or this road trip, the Blues are right back in it again because the Blues are not that far out. I mean, I think they sit 5 or 6 points maybe, from the top of the Central. So obviously you're not catching Colorado as of right now. They're just playing too good. But the 2nd through 8 is kind of a toss up right now.
Yeah,
it could go either way.
Hefner says Monty needs to fix a few lines to be stable for a few games. I do agree that we need stable lines, right? I know you're trying to find something that works, but in finding that something in using the spaghetti method, you're actually, I think, hurting yourself. I think you need to stick with the lines for 3 or 4 games and then say, okay, it's not working, then change it up, not change it up every game, because at that point, I really do think that you're counterproductive.
Yeah. Well,
So,
and I will say, I will say from a perspective of playing devil's advocate, the forward lines, have changed. The I will say Monty has stuck with the Thomas Snuggerud. That's good. I'm okay with him sticking with that. They're gaining the chemistry. You see it game after game. The defensive pairings have mostly stayed the same in every aspect. They were getting jumbled at first, but now they've been pretty consistent. Broberg's been playing with Parayko, which I like. And then you have Falk playing with Fowler, and then you have the third pair, obviously, which is interchangeable usually. Oh, did they put Pavel back on the first line with Thomas?
No, they're on the penalty kill.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking. I'm like, what? I forgot that they still got to kill this penalty.
Where are you at in the game?
I'm at 1926.
Okay, I'm at 1914.
Holy moly, dude! I think that's because you refreshed. I think I was ahead of you, and then you refreshed.
Yeah.
Gotta hate that. We were on sync last game.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I like doing this with you. I know I know for you want to pay more attention to the game, and I get it. But I like that we are talking to each other during the game, and I think it's better than having two people talking during the game. And I know the syncing up is a little bit hard, but for the most part, I think we're doing well, and we're keeping a good conversation going during the game, and that's what I want. I want it like we're in a bar. That's what I want people to feel like they're at home, but they have the ability to be with a bunch of people at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we'll have to get the lead. What? I think we'll have to get the lead going. The lead drinks going.
Get the what?
I said we'll have to get the lead drinks going. Oh, that was a good chance there by Kyrou, I believe.
Yeah.
Again, Kyrou getting his chances. Like I said, this close to making him my player to watch tonight. I don't know. I feel like just Kyrou matches up really well against the team like Toronto, a team that struggles defensively, but also plays a faster style to where they're not very defensive heavy. They're more offensive heavy.
Well, they killed off that power play or penalty kill, the double minor.
Very good kill. So the Blues have killed 6 minutes of penalty kill time. Mm-hmm. So that's great. That's great to see. Oh, are they getting what happened?
Puck out of play.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but Kyrou has some jump in his step tonight. I kind of figured he would.
Your player to watch has been a player to watch. Mine has been, I barely heard his name.
He has been out there. I would say as of right now, the first line has been noticeable, but I think a lot of that has been Robert Thomas. Robert Thomas has been noticeable in this game. But Snuggerud, he's there.
Well, because of the 6 minutes of power play or penalty kill time, he only played 3 minutes and 43 seconds. He did 5 shifts.
Oh, well, and just like as soon as you said that, I was about to say, man, you're ahead of me probably, but Thomas gets the puck and to Snuggerud in front there. And that would have been something for him to score a goal, right? When you say, he's doing
talking
nothing.
about him, yep.
Oh, I'm surprised. I thought that was going to be offsides. I thought I was not paying attention very well. So the Blues are getting right back to the game, just like we talked about. The Blues kill that penalty, and they're not being passive; they're being aggressive.
Yeah, feels like that.
Oh, and they have your boy Dakota Joshua too. I think.
Oh yeah,
I think so. I believe so. Dakota Joshua and Sammy Blais.
Yep, got them both.
Yeah.
I remember when Sammy Blais was here during the COVID season, the shortened season, his nickname was Traffic Cone. Oh man, the people that were on my show were merciless on him. Oh my goodness. Right?
To be fair, that's quite harsh. But I mean, I can't say that Dakota Joshua's had some fight, but I can't say that
No,
both guys are
not
needle movers.
Joshua. Blake.
No, I know.
Blake. Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just saying that both of those guys kind of fall in the same category. I think both guys are kind of just there, kind of just like not really a needle mover per se.
Yeah.
Justin Falk,
they're both fourth line guys, third line, fourth line guys. That's it.
Looks like Justin Falk has just one block shot tonight, but still, noticeable out there.
Yep, that's all he's got.
But that's okay. Yeah, he's not turning over the puck, so that's fine with me. Not that there was any bad, like I don't think the calls were egregious tonight, but I'm kind of wondering and asking myself when they're going to give the Blues a power play, because you know it's coming.
You would think, but so far I can't see it.
Oh, I think Toronto's been playing pretty well discipline wise, but it's the NHL. You got to expect that they're gonna call something that's probably weak. It's probably something that just gets a little even out. I feel like the NHL just loves to watch the power play. I really get that feeling sometimes.
I don't know if they love to watch the power play, but I think it's the human aspect. Hey, I got a call wrong. I called something I shouldn't have. So,
Oh well, that shot right there, Jordan Bennington's seeing that all day. So. Hopefully they keep throwing pucks like that, because Jordan Bennington will see that all night.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, I know that you guys are doing a candlelight vigil. Is it this Friday up in Vandalia? So if anybody's in the Vandalia area, please, and you can attend, please attend. I know we put some stuff in the Blues Fan Clan about it. So guy taught me one thing: turn the TV off and listen to the names mentioned. Well, right now it's you. Oh wow! I thought that went in. It said it went off the post. Right now it's the same. It's the same broadcast, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I do listen. You kind of listen more for the names. Listen for what's being said and that. So I do.
Were you saying? Oh, Toronto, I guess. Was it down that shot? I guess.
Well. I guess it did go off the post because they haven't stopped the game.
Oh well, yeah, no, I it didn't look like much. It looked like just it was a backhander. I guess he just got a good shot on it.
Yeah. Torpachenko played the puck to himself twice.
Gotta love Torpachenko.
Oh, he's got a good game. He's got a good game.
Torpachenko plays the game right in almost every aspect. He's a Russian torpedo. That's exactly what they call him.
A what?
He's a Russian torpedo. That's exactly what he is. He plays the game simple. He plays it physical. He shows effort out there every time he's out on the ice. Exactly what you want in a fourth line guy.
Torpachenko just took a pass from Thomas and just missed.
Oh, man, what a pass by Thomas. Just turn around, and then Torpachenko just misses, but God, Thomas, that guy.
Yeah, I saw something else. Yeah, that was a great pass.
That guy just has eyes in the back of his head, man. He's famous for that, though. I'm shocked. It's a fast game, and I get it's hard to turn on the dime and everything like that. But it's so hard to look at a Robert Thompson. Like the fact that he gets that pass off so many times in a game is just incredible. I feel like you should have more guys defending that.
Yeah.
Because that's like his thing. He'll go into the zone, and then he'll do like a quick spin to a pass.
Thomas just did it again.
Oh, I would assume we scored because.
Oh. Now they got the cycle going.
Ew. Oh my God! What a pass! Oh
Yeah,
my
the bad
goodness!
pass.
What?
Oh, you'll see the bad pass in a second.
Well, I'll tell you what wasn't a bad pass. The Robert Thomas pass that he threw to Holloway in front.
Holloway, yeah, it was a hell of a pass.
Good way to get back. Blues coming back on the back check.
Meme says outshot, no signs of offense. I don't like this. I disagree with you. I mean, outshot, yes. No signs of offense. I don't agree with that. I think the offense is there. I think it's not that it's tentative. It's that they're trying to create lanes. And that's one of the things that the cycle does. I don't think a lot of people understand what the cycle really, really does. Is when you're cycling that puck around, you force the other team to move. And in forcing them to move, you open up lanes and you also open up screens. And that's the most important thing. Screening the goalie. If you can open up some screens, that's how those seeing eye shots get through. Right? You've got to be able to do that. And that's what the cycle does. I'm okay. You look at Toronto taking all these shots, but none of them are going in. Other than the one that went off, the closest one they've had is the one that went off the post.
Yeah, well, and that one did for me when I saw it. Like, I wasn't watching it in depth, but the guy came in, did like a toe drag, and then like went on a backhander. Like, that shot is very rare to hit. Like, that's just kind of like a 1 in a million shot. He hits the post, but the Blues. You're also. I agree with Guy. You're seeing Toronto take these shots, and that's all fine and dandy. But what did Toronto do for most of that? They shot it right into Binnington. No traffic, nothing. But Jordan Binnington's going to see that all day.
Yeah.
So you can have all the shots you want, but if you're not getting quality shots, what's the point?
Yeah.
Hell, the Blues did it in the first 13 games. They had 30, 40 shots in some games, and they weren't scoring. And they were getting chances. I will say that they were a little bit more dynamic than Toronto is right now. I think Toronto's just taking shots from anywhere, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking a lot of point shots, but not getting a lot of traffic. They're not getting any traffic, actually. It's making it easy for Binnington.
Yeah.
And if I'm looking at this game, the Blues have 6 shots, but if I'm not even looking at the shot counter, I don't think the Blues have 6 shots. I think that they have like 15. Like, it looks as if the Blues have had 15 shots on net, in my opinion. But people view it a little differently than I do, so, are you on the face-off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at 13:31.
Okay.
I don't agree. It's hard to watch. I'm actually kind of like what I'm seeing. I'm looking at different things. Yeah, okay, you're not seeing the shots, but I'm kind of okay with that because I'm seeing other things that could open this up later. And that's what I'm, the cycle, the constantly on the puck, even if when Toronto comes in, Toronto's not getting on the cycle.
No, they're not. They're being very popped on offense, which is why I said the Blues are doing a good job at neutralizing Toronto. Toronto has not been in our zone for extended periods of time in this game.
Yeah.
Maybe once here and there.
It's good to throw something on net. Not always. And I get it. Yes, you can't go into the third with just 5 shots, and I don't think they will. But I just right. Yes, Toronto's lost 5 in a row. John Hefter has made that very well known.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's all fine and dandy. You can shoot all the pucks you want, but we saw it with the Blues. Just because you shoot the puck doesn't mean that you have success. The Blues shot the puck 30 times a game, and they were still struggling to win games.
Yep.
Just because you shoot doesn't mean you win.
Got to get them lanes open. You got to tire them out.
I mean, if you think that this is lifeless performance, I want you to do some research and go watch the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the, I believe it was Carolina Hurricanes a couple games ago. They got out attempted. I believe it was 82 to like 15. So if you want to see something about lifeless offense, go watch that game because that was lifeless on home ice.
Broberg
So,
with the shot. Yeah.
well, there's that shot. You know, it's a good shot. I mean, it's selective. You know, it's all about like you said. That's not always the case. Throwing the puck on the net just to throw the puck on the net.
Noogie almost. He was right there. He just had to get a stick on it.
Ooh, yeah. Like you said, throwing the puck on net doesn't mean that you should just throw it on net whenever just because.
Oh, I agree.
Sometimes
with this one.
in hockey,
Meme
it's
said-
selective hearing or selective
Yeah, Meme
shot.
says in the end, I'm frustrated with Bushnevich. Do something, help us out. I agree. Jason, haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Jason, the Blues' biggest problem is the neutral zone. Neutral zone! They let the other team get speed through it and can't get their own speed. I've been talking about I've been talking about it so much, Jason, I don't even talk about it anymore. All right, anybody who's watched me for any length of time.
Well, and I know you've been talking about that guy. Well, and I know you've been talking about that, but I'm gonna say that. Okay, so Toronto gets a chance right there. The Blues, in this game, have been good in the neutral zone. They've stifled Toronto getting into the zone. There's that attempt right there that I've just seen, but other than that, they've been pretty good at getting the transition in the neutral zone.
Yeah. What I'm seeing right now is what I kind of the game's starting to open up, and that has a lot to do. Damn it. Yeah. 2-1.
Oh, who was that?
Means you're right. You're right on that. Bush has not been good for us this year at all.
Sammy Blais with the pass to, believe it was, I don't even know who that is. Oh, Steven Lorenz. That's a good pass by Sammy Blais.
Yeah. Goaltender, goal scorer's goal. I mean, he's not a goal scorer, but
no, good pass. Just
yeah.
Cross ice, you'd like to see that contained a little bit more. Dvorsky kind of in no man's land on that one.
Yeah.
Kind of should have been up a little higher. Kind of
let's
playing.
see if this wakes them up. Let's see if this wakes them up. And I mean, it's not that they haven't been woken up, but they need to get shots on net now. Right.
The kind of on that one, Dvorsky, like I said, kind of out in no man's lane. He should have been. I don't know what he was doing facing the net. He should have been facing the guy across the ice.
Yeah.
Oh, good attempt there. Way to respond back by getting a shot in the zone there.
Yep.
Kyrou again. Kyrou's got to have like freaking 5 shots in this game.
I can tell you in 3,
well, no.
2, 1. He has 3 shots.
3 shots. Okay. Well, I was gonna say because 5 would have put him at like all the shots for St. Louis outside of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it feels like that though. It feels like he's been shooting the puck a lot, which he has. So that's good.
Well, he has 3 of the 7 shots. So yeah.
Yeah, he's noticeable tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, and another goal scored with the third pairing out there, I believe. So Tucker and Kessel were out there for that goal. Against.
I can tell you that in a second.
Well, I know they were because I saw Kessel. I saw his face because they showed it. But
51-54, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, 54 is Dvorsky.
Okay.
51 is Kessel. So I would assume Tyler Tucker was out there as well.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, what? No? Okay.
No.
I know there was
Fowler.
Okay.
So I'm looking at it now. Fowler, Kyrou. Oh, I didn't know that. Kessel, Dvorsky, and Bushnevich.
Okay, so a little bit of a mismatch right there.
Caught in
they
a
were trying to
change.
go for a line change. Yeah.
Caught in a change.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, let's hope the Blues can battle back in this game.
Hey, Ryan. How you doing, buddy?
Ryan.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now, Ryan. So you're behind. Aaron Nels, Ashley Jones, Sharon Spinks, Jason McMillan, John Jeffrey, Sister JJ, Tad Dieterman, Guido, and Brian Mason. Thank you for putting those thumbs in the air on Facebook. Do you really think the Blues are doing better at defending the blue line than the Leafs? Because I don't. I think it's close. I mean,
it's pretty close. I mean, it's pretty close. I thought in the first period they definitely were they were not letting them get in the zone. The only time that the Toronto was really in the zone for an extended period of time was on the power plays. So, 5-on-5. You know, if we're talking 5-on-5, I think the Blues have been the better teams shutting down transition. Here in the last couple minutes, Toronto has picked it up a little bit, but they haven't looked as dangerous as a team as you would think.
Big thank you to John Hefner and Ryan Green, who just put their thumbs in the air. Thank you. We can really appreciate it. Ryan says, now I like this, so you have to say my name all night from now. Maybe I just won't say it.
Yeah, now when you like it, we're not going to say a thing.
Well, it was Walker, but it wasn't Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Walker got the credit for it.
Yeah, I'd like to see one of the big fish on the board. You know, Kyrou, he's been getting some chances. Thomas has been good in this game, noticeable. I'd like to see one of those guys get a goal here.
Oh, that was a bad turnover there. Oh, then good back check.
Yeah, good back check by the.
He's having a rough time.
Who, Bush?
Bush, and you can't send him down because if you wave him, somebody claims him.
Yeah. Yeah, Bush has been he's been rough. Yeah, he has been very rough. Oh, Morgan Riley looks to be kind of shaken up. Don't know if he just took a hit or if he fell awkwardly or what. We'll see it here. Oh.
Walker got that goal without even taking a shot. He has one goal and no shots.
He's shooting 1,000. See, man,
shot.
I feel like this game's been relatively even considering the shots are 20-7. I just feel like it's been even.
Let's keep that shot percentage up and get a goal on the next shot.
Yeah,
they're playing tentative. I will say that, but they're also. If someone claims him, that's entirely a bad thing. Well, actually, I don't know if he gets claimed because of that big ass contract he's got right behind it.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, that's just wishful thinking. Like the Blues would not.
Oh, Walker just got tripped. There we go. Power play.
Most teams are not going to throw a guy like that with a contract like that on waivers. Not going to happen.
You only send him down if he's hurt.
And you're gonna the only way that Pavel gets off this team would be a trade. That's the only way, and he'd have to waive, whatever he needed to. I don't know. It's very bad. I have not.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No. I just was gonna say that it's really bad what we've seen. I'm shocked to see how poor he's playing.
Yeah, Bushnevich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I agree. Well, here we go. This is our chance.
You're ahead of me. Please don't score.
Thomas, Dvorsky, Bushnevich, Snuggerud with Fowler, and they lose the faceoff.
Oh, he almost kept. I think he almost kept that in. Man, we got Fowler out there. I don't mind Fowler on the power. I still really would like to see Broberg on the power play.
I think he does the second one, doesn't he, or is that Falk?
No, that's Falk.
Oh, Dvorsky just missed.
I love that you're giving me the run around here because I'm so late to the party on these. So
no, I'm trying not to give too much away.
All right, boys, get a shot. Stop fucking with it at the blue line. Oh, man. They just let Thomas just walk down Broadway on that one. Just missed. They're staying in the zone, though. I will say that. Oh. What a play, dude. Holy moly, Dvorsky with a goal.
No, Thomas with a hell of a pass.
Dude, Dvorsky
wide open.
I'm telling you, man, I do not care what anyone says, man. Robert Thomas is one of the best playmakers in the league. It's not even close. I'm sorry. There's a lot of good playmakers out there, but Robert Thomas does it one of the best. That is his, fifth
That puck
pass.
is in the net before Woll even has a chance to move.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, dude. Look how silky smooth that is. How do you stop that if you're a goaltender? I mean, really. I mean, you'd have to hope that and you see what Thomas did there. The shot before that, he took a shot. So Wall is expecting him to shoot again, and he doesn't. So I don't know. You know me, I'm a big Thomas guy. I don't want to be a Thomas glizzy goblin tonight, but
yeah.
He's great, man. I love him. And Dvorsky getting his second goal of the season. That's big. God, Dvorsky looks like it.
Might be a third goal.
It might be. I thought it was only his second, but Dvorsky. God, Dvorsky looking like a damn child out there.
Yeah. No, Dvorsky coming, and this is why you can't send Dvorsky down when Neighbours comes back.
No, well, and I look at that power play. The Blues, the power play has been good for the start of the season anyways, but even since Dvorsky's been on it, it's looked fantastic. Dvorsky just adds another wrinkle into that power play.
Right. If Thomas had a better line mate than Bush all year, he would have been a point per player game, if not better. I agree.
Oh, he would. Oh, 100%.
Desperately is a one-timer. I kind of agree with that too.
Yeah, the Blues.
That was a well set up power play, and this is. Go ahead, man.
No, sorry, go ahead. No. I just was going to agree with you. The Blues do need a one timer, and I think that they kind of have got. I don't think they particularly need it too much now, considering the power play has looked so good, and they have so many threats on it. They have Thomas, Snuggerud, Kyrou, Holloway. They have so many talent on that power play that it doesn't really matter about a one-timer, but a one-timer would be nice.
Yeah. No, I think the one-timer would be a lot better. I did the horn. Did you hear
I don't think you did. No, I don't think you did. And that's why I was kind of curious about that. I was wondering if you just weren't doing that because I haven't heard the horn at all. So I was kind of surprised that you weren't doing it.
Did you hear that?
Maybe it's muted. No, I didn't.
So you didn't hear the horn just now?
Nope. Did you?
Huh. Yeah, I just played it.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, bad turnover by Toronto. That should be another. Oh, that's another penalty. Toronto's going back to the penalty kill. Another great play that doesn't happen without a great forecheck by the Blues. Jake McCabe going to the box.
McCabe back to the box.
Oh, he got the first penalty too?
Yeah.
Man, he's delivering out. Well, and that's the thing with Jake McCabe. I don't put too much stock. He had a good goal. He had a good shot on the first goal. But like I said, 9 out of 10 times, Jake McCabe misses that completely wide. Jake McCabe is nothing to write home about, if I'm honest. But yeah, he's delivering trips out tonight. So let's hope the Blues can capitalize because they looked very good on that first power play. I don't know if you're saying something, Guy, but I can't.
No,
hear you.
did you hear the cheering?
No, I didn't.
Huh, my channel's not working. That is a surprise. I don't know why it's turned on.
Well, that's weird that you can hear it and I
showing it
can't.
green. Huh, my channel's not working. I do not know why. So you're not hearing cheering right now?
Mm. I hear a little something, but it's not prominent enough. It's like kind of like very in the back. I don't know if that's what I'm hearing or not, but
now do you hear it?
no.
No?
I can hear some feedback, but I can't hear it prominently.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Ryan said he heard the hearing. I don't know what's going on. Because I did do the horn.
I don't know. Maybe it's on my end. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's on my end. I have no idea, but I don't see why I wouldn't be able to hear it.
Yeah, I don't know. I did the horn. I see.
Okay. Well, yeah.
What did you hear at that time?
No, I didn't. I haven't. No. But maybe it's just on my side. I mean, if it's coming through the stream, then it doesn't matter.
Other people are saying that they're not hearing it either.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I don't know. That's weird.
Oh, they gave Bedard an A. Oh my goodness. Ryan Green says he heard the cheering. We've seen your arms go up, but nothing. I don't know, man. I guess I may have to reset my thing later because I have the volume up and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it play on my end. So I don't know why it's not playing on that. I really don't know because it should be. Oh, back here we are on the power play again.
God, what a pass, man. Dvorsky, though, showing that he belongs on the power play, though.
Yeah. Puck ricocheted out. Watch it on your phone. Maybe that's why. It could be. I don't know if maybe on the well, no, because I got the same guy saying I'll watch it on your phone. Maybe that's why you heard it. I don't know. And it could be the guys that are watching me on YouTube. That might be why you're. I don't know, man. I guess I'll have to figure it out later.
Oh my God, Thomas with another freaking absolute beauty of a pass right to Bush. Bush, snake bitten again. I gotta say, man, that first power play unit looks absolutely spectacular out there. Yeah, it's Falk out there. I don't mind having Falk out there. I like Falk on the power play. Yeah. I would like to see Broberg because I think Broberg could bring some great stuff to the power play as well.
I think that might be an age thing right now. I think that might be something that you might see come up later.
Yeah, very true. I mean, yeah, because, I mean, you got to look at it like this. I mean, Parayko doesn't play the power play. So.
Get up on the chair, show Toronto your backside. We will know. Not going to do that.
It's looked good. And I want to draw this comparison, Guy, because we were talking about Bolduc.
Yeah.
About how he was a power play kind of merchant, and that's what his success was, and it was because of Thomas. Look at Dvorsky. Dvorsky's having success. I think Dvorsky's playing well, and I think Bolduc was playing well, but Thomas is being a benefactor for those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Dvorsky becomes the guy that we all expect him to be, people are going to look at the Bolduc trade and not even give it a second glance. I guarantee you.
Back to even strength.
Oh man, good power play though, man. They didn't score on it, but they controlled the play. They didn't have to leave.
How does he not score there? Wow.
Oh my God. Who was that? Kairu again?
Kairu.
Dude, Kairu is Kairu, he's not having a fun time. That's like his 5th shot on net tonight. That's crazy.
Oh, Torpachenko had to roll off his stick. He tried to pass it to Dvorsky. It was coming.
Oh,
Boberger was coming in. Yeah,
it's okay. It happens. Oh, you got to win that board battle right there. That's a board battle right there. That's one right there that you're talking about. You were like 1v3 right there. You should have won that board battle. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
It's okay because it doesn't seem to be going very far, but still they need to win that one.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of what I said to you, Guy, about what did I say about that third line. Like, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It was all right, but I worried for Suter because Suter's been consistent and he's been good. In this game, I haven't noticed him very much, and I think that's because he's playing with Buchnevich.
Could be.
I think individually, you have
they're
to.
Out there, they're out there now, and I mean, I just seen Suter had the puck a couple of times there. I don't think they were Bush.
I mean, I think he's good. I think he's been good regardless. I'm just saying for like I've noticed him standpoint.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed other lines more than that line tonight.
Yeah.
But not to say Suter's been bad because I don't think I really don't. What's up?
There's only one thing you can do with Bush. There's only one thing, and I think that you have to do it after the night's game.
Yeah, bench him.
Yeah. Press box. Yeah. Healthy scratch.
Well, and I think that'll work because I think Neighbours is going to be back for the next game. At least in my opinion, it's a guess. I don't know if that's the case, but I think he could be back next game.
Yeah, I have a feeling too.
Oh my God, dude! They're showing the Kairu chance. Oh my God, dude! How does he not score that? I think he gets blocked.
He couldn't get the shot off quick enough because he had Wall completely on the ground.
Well, so the Blues give up the goal in the second there, but I thought overall, the Blues were actually the better team in that period, if I'm honest.
I think it was closer to even. At the 9:32 mark, Toronto makes it 2-1 from Laurent. Laurent scores with passes from OEL and Sammy Blaze, former St. Louis Blue, and then on the power play at 13:18, Dvorsky from Thomas and Fowler tie this game back up. Shots that period were 12-11 in favor of St. Louis. Overall, they're 16-21. Second half of that period, especially once the two power plays came in, the Blues started to get shots on net and were able to put one in the back. Face-offs are 17-16 in favor of St. Louis, 52% to 48%. The other big number are hits. They're almost even. See, this game is a lot more even than when the stats are showing it. St. Louis has 14 hits to Toronto's 13. Toronto has 12 giveaways to St. Louis is 6. St. Louis has 3 takeaways to Toronto's 2. Both teams have 7 blocked shots. Attempts are a lot closer now. 35 to 40. 40 attempts for the Maple Leafs, 35 for the Blues. So it's gotten closer.
Mm-hmm. It's an even matchup. I actually think, if I'm honest, I think the outlier in this one is the turnovers. I think Toronto has turned the puck over way too much in this game.
Yeah.
I think that's actually the outlier on why I can say the Blues have been a slightly better team in this game, despite the shots.
Giveaways. I get you. I hear you with the giveaways, right? I get you. I absolutely do. They didn't come out in the second like you would hope they did. They were a little passive starting on the power play or the penalty kill, pardon me. And then, as the period went along, I was worried that the 2-1 goal would kind of mess things up. I thought they would get down. They didn't. They stayed with it. They ended up getting the trip from McCabe tripping Walker there, who got behind McCabe. Then that leads to the power play goal. They get McCabe on another tripping, which doesn't lead to a power play goal, but leads to a lot of shots. They're showing life, and that's what you want to see. Again, these are two teams that are struggling, so it's just going to come down to who wants it more in the third. Both teams in the second were bad. Blues were like minus 13, and the Maple Leafs were minus 9. They both stay at that number. I just think right now these stats look similar to previous losses. Why Chicago won? I'm not sure, Don. I'm not completely sure what you're saying there, bud. Matt Lowe says the one-time shot at Dvorsky 54 is a thing of beauty, and it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was also Thomas's pass. Thomas's pass had a lot to do with that. I mean, to put it.
Oh,
right
he had. Yeah, I mean, he had all the time. I mean, like I said, that play doesn't happen because Robert, what he does before that is even more crucial than what he does on the play. He shoots the puck. They give Thomas the lane to shoot the puck. He comes in, shoots the puck, misses. They regain the puck, and then he comes around again, and he walks in the same spot. He loads up like he's going to shoot the puck, like he just did. Wall thinks he's going to shoot, and then he dishes a feathery one right to Dvorsky. Yeah. So, good shot by Dvorsky, but even better pass by Thomas.
Yep.
Me personally, I think the one outlier in this period is in this period, I think I'm with you. I think it was even. I think the Toronto Maple Leafs were controlling things a little bit. They were kind of coming out with a little bit more open space in the first half, and then they scored their goal. And honestly, after they scored their goal, I thought it was all St. Louis. I thought most of it was St. Louis after that, because the Blues they didn't sit back. They weren't passive after they scored. They didn't let it hang on their hats too much. They got back to their game, and they took over the game, I think, in a way.
Yeah.
They got the power play.
I'm absolutely with you right now. They do have they don't have control of the game. They do have the momentum in the game early in with the second intermission. And it's just going to be, can you come out and do it in the next period? For me right now, excuse me. Sorry, meds hit me a little bit. For me right now, because this has been such a tough season up to this point, up to this almost the 25% mark, we have to sit back and let these Blues breathe. And we can't sit there and say, yeah, they're a horrible team yet, but by January, we're going to know. And, if they're still only 3 games out of 500, can they get there? Yes, they can. Do they want to get there? I mean, and that's what it's going to come down to.
Yeah. I mean, well, let me put it this way, because I'm not a guy who's going to do that. I'm not a guy who's going to come on here and say the Blues are a bad team. The Blues could be anywhere in the standings in January, and I'm still going to say the Blues are capable of being a good team. I'm not going to sit there and say the Blues are a bad team. They may statistically be out of it. This is just if it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not going to sit here and say the Blues are a bad team. The Blues have shown on numerous occasions that they're not a bad team. They beat some good teams this year, solid teams. They've also lost to teams that they shouldn't have lost to, but I'm not going to ever sit here and say that the Blues are a bad team because they're capable of being a good team.
I'm with you there. I'm on the exact same page as you are. You know, and you know, yes, sometimes I'm negative. Again, 50 fucking years of wow, that came out of nowhere, didn't it? 50 years of watching this team, basically. You know, almost 50 years of watching this team. You know, you get you've the one bad thing about winning the cup was, you know, everyone when you took that long to win the cup, just one, and too many people were happy with the just one. I've never been happy with the just one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I want more. I want more. A good team playing bad. I will agree with that. I'll agree with that.
Yeah, they're underperforming, but like I said, there's performances, there's ups and downs to this year where I'm looking at this where I can nitpick one thing from a game and say, oh, it could have been different.
Mm-hmm.
The Blues, the Philly game, if they don't blow a 2-goal lead, they played great in that game. That was a game they should have won. They didn't win. They blew a lead on a couple. One of the plays where Kessel falls, unlucky break there, but bad turnovers. There's just different things you can nitpick. That's why I'm saying that the Blues can find a way to dig themselves out of this hole, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think they can too. I really do. But it's just going to take a little bit for me to get to that point. You know what I mean? And don't take that the wrong way. It's just going to take a little bit of time for me to get to that point. And oh, sorry, man. I'm sure Army and Steve have been talking about an exit plan if this is a last season. I'm not sure what you mean there, Ryan. I mean, it is Army's last season, right? But it's not.
I mean, Army's still going to be there. Like, Army's still going to be. Yeah. He's not going to be
president of hockey operations, right?
Yeah. Like I said, there could be a point where we talk about this and the Blues are still bad in the standings and they're just not going to be a playoff team this year. And that's why I say that when I was talking to Guy, we didn't bring this up in the last show. I brought up Gavin McKenna, and it's way too early. I don't think the Blues will be that bad by the end of the year. But what if it is one of those uncharacteristic years for the NHL where you see a bunch of teams that you don't expect to be good, and then you see teams that are supposed to be good be bad? It has happened. There's been outlier seasons before like that. So maybe you just see a season where the Blues just uncharacteristically just don't have it this year and somehow manage to find themselves in a Gavin McKenna spot. Not in a tank situation, of course.
When tied after two periods, the Toronto Maple Leafs are 4-0-0, and the Blues are 2-0-3. OT record, if we get there, Blues are 0-4, and Toronto's 2-2. That could shift for the Blues. At least I hope it does.
Can we not? Can we just not go to overtime? Can we just end it in regulation, please? I'm so sick of seeing overtime. I really am. I'm so sick of it.
Lost season. Okay, I did read it wrong. He said a lost season, not season. So Ryan Green's comment was, okay. I'm sure Army and Steen have been talking about an exit plan if this is a lost season. I don't really know how much of an exit plan you can. Heck, there's Toronto, not much you can do. Toronto was a President Cup contender. We did. We did. And it's really hard sometimes when you're predicting, you don't know what's going to happen in the season. And see, this is one of the things that I love about pro sports, right? How many times, and this is what I talk about looking at things the way we look at things. When you say a team in the NHL sucks, that they're a bad team, you have to realize that you're looking at it under an electron microscope, because in all actuality, they're not. They're a very good team that has better competition. that because you're looking at it, and if you look at it, at a 10,000-foot view, they're an extremely good team. Because we're looking at it at an electron microscope, it's showing you that, again, this is why I love pro sports. At the beginning of the season, every single team has a chance to win the championship, plain and simple. It doesn't really matter, because teams that you think are bad or don't have the talent overperform, or teams that you think are super good underperform. Last year with Toronto or Nashville, right? This year, right now, I think St. Louis is kind of falling into the Nashville thing. This is a good team that's underperforming. What's the issue? And the problem this is the first time I can sit there and say it's not coaching. I absolutely believe it's not coaching.
Getting into, I know they're popped up for you, but seeing like the ozone possession time, you see that swing now. Now the Blues are in favor of that ozone time pressure.
Yeah, the high danger chances in favor of the Blues 7-6. Rush chances in favor of Toronto 5-2. Power play 0 for 3 for Toronto, 1 for 2 for St. Louis, and we already talked about shots. No, and then there was a stat they put up earlier on the bottom of the board. D-zone turnovers. Blues had 3. Toronto had 11.
Yeah, so it's a big thing. We've been and what did I say? I said that the Blues defense as a individual or a team effort has been there. It's been good in that aspect. It's been the turnovers. So the defensive turnovers, they've led to the back of the net. In this game, they only have 3. They've been getting out of the zone. It hasn't been a problem on the defensive side of things. They haven't been turning the puck over.
Ryan Green, I have said something similar to that. Me and Ryan Green said, I think Jamie has a good idea for overtime. When they go over the red line, you can't go back over the red line, or you can't touch it till the opposition touches it again. What I said is if they take it back over, let's say that they bring it. Actually, I've changed my view on this. I don't have a problem. I used to think the red line, but the more I thought about it, the defensive zone. If you go into your defensive zone, then it's a face-off in your defensive zone. I think you should be able to go at least in the neutral zone. You should have the whole neutral zone, right?
Yeah,
but
you just can't pass that red line.
No, the blue line.
The blue line, yeah.
The blue line. I used to say red line. I've kind of changed my opinion on that, saying that, you think about the neutral zone. You don't think about hockey as a half. You think of it as 3/3, right? Well, it's not actually 3/3, but something similar. The neutral zone, you should get the whole neutral zone, but you can't go back into your own zone, right?
Yeah,
can't go back into your own zone.
I just want to see a change to 3-on-3 overtime. It's getting stale. It's not fun. Anytime I see an overtime game, I'm like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who wins. I don't care who loses, because it's a 50-50. Whoever wins the first faceoff is likely going to just take the puck back. If they don't have any space to do anything, they're just going to turn around and go back to their zone and regroup. And it's just the same garbage every overtime.
So the way I think the rules should be read during 3-on-3 overtime. If you bring the puck into the offensive zone, you cannot purposely take the puck into the defensive zone, right?
Yeah.
If the puck goes into the defensive zone, then it is a face-off in the defensive zone, right? And I think if they did that, it would end a lot of this keep away. Right.
Yeah.
And the keep away is a problem. Right. It is a big problem. And it's something that does need to be adjusted or fixed, and it hasn't.
Well, and I want to say this because obviously the Blues are 0-4 in overtime. So obviously you may think, oh, well, we're just being biased because the Blues are not good in overtime. No, I even said the same thing to my dad when I saw the Blues do it. The Blues did it in the game against the Flyers. They played keep away for like 3 straight minutes. I turned to my dad. I said, "Dude, this is so lame. Like, like, how is this fun? Like, how do you enjoy a hockey game where you see a team just play keep away?"
Yeah.
But me personally, I would like to see, if I'm honest with you, guy, I would like to see overtime extended to 10 minutes, and I would like to see the shootout be a rare occasion. I really, really would. I don't like the shootouts anymore. They're cool, fun aspect, but shootouts are such a 50-50 that I just don't really care to see them very much anymore. Yeah. Especially in this modern type of NHL. And I don't mind that, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, if they eliminated shootouts to where you see them rare occasions, I feel like they'll have a little bit more meaning when you do see them. I feel like people will get more excited when you see them.
I do like I would like to see the 10-minute overtime, but see it as 2 5-minute halves.
Yeah. So
at the end of the 5 minutes, you switch sides again.
Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, because we talked about overtime being 3-on-3, and then the 3-on-3 is a long change. I don't like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're on the puck drop here, so Toronto wins the faceoff.
You're ahead of me.
I won't.
No, I'll catch up. I thought I was caught up, but it didn't catch me up.
Don't worry. I'll probably buffer where I buffer and completely lose out in like 30 seconds.
I'm at 1950, and they're getting ready to do a second face-off.
Yeah. Okay, so we're about the same time.
Dvorsky's taking the face-off.
Yep. Dvorsky.
The goal scorers.
Dvorsky against Lorenz, and Dvorsky wins it. I really hope that neither of us buffer so we can both stay at the same, because I think we're pretty close to the same time.
I'm probably slightly ahead of you. I'm at 1932 and counting down.
Yeah, you're only ahead of me by like 2 seconds though. So hopefully that's the closest we've been all night. So let's hope it stays that. It's weird. Sometimes I would reset it, but it wouldn't change the time. I would still be heavily below you or behind you. Oh, good play there, getting in the zone. Yeah, Toronto's doing a lot of cherry picking. They're really letting the guy leave the zone early.
Yeah.
Here's that forecheck. Toronto has struggled, obviously, with the players that they have out, but you can't tell me that when you look at this team that they obviously are not going to look the same, but like, God, look at how much of a massive difference they look without Mitch Marner and
I have like Tavares. I haven't heard his name or heard his name almost all night. I know.
And he's been one of the better Leafs this year for them. But the Blues have done a good job shutting down the guys that they need to shut down. I think Willie's been relatively quiet too.
Tavares is -1. He has 2 shots on goal. He's 3 attempts, a giveaway, and he's 5 for 9 in the faceoff circle for 56%. You know, that's not what you expect out of a guy like that.
No. But like I said, I think the Matthew Nyes one actually hurts him a lot too.
Nyes being out.
Yeah. Nyes is a great young player. He's going to be good for them for years to come. Matthews being out, that's obviously, but as I just said to you, you see the difference though. I mean, look at this Toronto team without Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews. Like, you can't deny that they were just electric together in the regular season. This team does not look anywhere near that team. And obviously that's the case because they have Matthews out. But me personally, I was honest with you. I think Matthews is pretty overrated. I really do. I think Matthews has a great shot, but as a guy who I see like takes over the game, I don't put Matthews in that category. I don't think Matthews is capable of taking over a game like Nathan McKinnon is or Connor McDavid. I really don't.
Possible. I kind of disagree, but I see where you're coming from. I do see exactly where you're coming from. Oh, here's Sonny. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 2-on-1. Oh, 1-on-1, kind of. Ooh. Good try by Sonny. Way to get the puck up quick. Honestly, I know Toronto had I know the two at least half breakaways that they had. I was kind of surprised that they had 5 odd man rushes. I didn't think that they had 5.
Me either.
It doesn't feel like that, right? Feels like the Blues have been more contained than. Oh, is that delay a game?
Looks like we're delay a game, yeah.
He's just sitting on the boards like. I think that's Mattia Michelli, I think. I think that was Michelli. Matthias Michelli, I think. Yeah, I think it looks like it. But yeah, all the Blues players knew it. They just skated away like, oh, yeah, we're going to the power play. Ooh, that's a man. That is. Hopefully that doesn't come back. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite Toronto because that's a bad delay game. He had time to make a play with that.
Yeah.
What's your time right now? Are you at 6? I'm at 6:40 now.
I'm at 16:36.
Okay. I don't know how we were 2 seconds ahead and then now you're 4 seconds ahead.
Every time they do a commercial, I think that's where the delays happen. Oh! Snuggie just missed.
Oh, what passing again? I think that was Thomas again throwing the puck across to
Dvorsky and the Snuggerud.
Yeah, always some good stuff to watch. Telling you, man, that first power play unit looking good.
Yeah, they're looking better. They're starting to.
Didn't get it on that one. What's your time now? Sorry, say it again.
49. 15:49.
Okay.
Second power play unit's out with 47 seconds to go. In the power play, not in the game.
Yeah. I mean, but generally for the most part, they've been in the zone in every power play. Usually the Blues have one stinker of a power play where they're never in the zone.
Oh, Kyrou again.
Oh, dude, Kyrou's steak bitten right now. Did he save that?
He just couldn't. Yeah, I said it. I said he was snake bit.
I said, did he save that?
No, it shot.
Or did he just miss? Oh, okay. Man, he's knocking on the doorstep.
Yeah.
You got to think it's poetic justice that he gets the game winner, right?
He had to reach out for it, and that's why it went high.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think, though, it's poetic justice if Kyrou comes back and somehow gets the game winner, right?
Yeah. I don't think they'll get another rush. There's only 7 seconds left.
That's okay. Like I said, as long as they're not giving away shorthanded chances, I think you're getting a solid power play there. You're not going to score on every power play.
Power play's over, and they got a late shot, but that was after the power play. And Joey just said Nathan Walker's everywhere. Nathan Walker's the kind of the heart of this team. He might not be the soul, but he's definitely the heart. And I think that might be what this team is missing, is a soul. I think the soul of this team is missing, and I don't know how you get that. I really don't. Something has to happen for you to get that soul.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at this game, man. I just the Blues have the momentum in this game right now.
Yeah, if they can just capitalize on it.
Yeah, they if they can capitalize on, I mean, this will be a deflate. Like if you can score the next goal on Toronto, this will be a deflator for them because they're still in this game. It's still tied, but the Blues have been getting the better of the chances. They've been I'm going to say they've been controlling this third period for the most part.
The shots are 22-19 right now. Right, I think that's the right number I have. I double check it.
Yeah, I think so.
22-20. 22-20. They just updated it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's gotten better. It's gotten better as the game went on. In the second period, they outshot them 12-11, and right now they're out shooting them 4-1. So the good things are happening. And you know in the second half, you know, the late part of that second period, the Blues started figuring it out and took it over. So I don't know what the problem in the second. It reminds me a couple of years back, the Blues in the second period. It was one year the Blues were the best team in the second period, had the best shot difference or goal difference in the second period, like by a long shot. And then the next year they were the worst. You know, it's weird how that sometimes goes. So, yeah, I think I'm trying to make sure I don't get delayed. There we go. I jumped ahead. Right now, it's just let's see what happens. And hopefully, you know, the Blues do what they need to do and win this game. You really need, you know, Shockey said earlier, this is a must win. And I agree with him on that. You know, I definitely agree that this is a must win.
I think it's a I don't know if I think for the standard of how Toronto's played so far, yeah, I guess you could say it's a must win. Me personally, in my mind, I don't know if it's necessarily a must win. With the way the Blues have played in this game, I feel like they deserve a win, if I'm honest. Yeah. But you know, we'll see. I mean, I'd love to see them win, but I don't particularly think if they were to go in overtime and lose this game that it would be a negative. Not that I want them to lose, of course.
Yeah,
but
you got to get points. Basically, what you're saying is you got to get points.
Yeah, well, in the grand scheme of that, you got to get points when you're playing a Eastern Conference team. You need to get points. Obviously, you need points in every game, obviously. But when you're playing an Eastern Conference team, what they do over there doesn't matter. So you need these points. So no, regardless if you get a point or you get 2 points, you're still getting points. It's like, man, Thomas, he tried to do a little nifty thing. If that puck,
nobody was there.
Yeah,
somebody's there. It's in the back of the net.
Mm-hmm. Thomas has had himself a game. I probably should have went with my obvious option and said Thomas for my player, but I think Broberg's been very good too. So
no, he has. No, Boberg's been good. Snuggerud's been okay. I mean, he's slightly on the stat sheet. Boberg, number 6, has been on the ice for 17 and a half, or almost 18 minutes, has 2 attempts, 2 giveaways, and a block shot. But that's just what he's on the score sheet. He's done more than that. And my guy, Snuggerud's been on the ice for 12 minutes, just over 12 minutes, has 3 shots, 6 attempts, and that's it. So
yeah, well, and I think if the game trend, I mean, I think I guess it doesn't really matter how the game ends. I guess per se, I'd like to see a Blues win, but I think in the grand scheme of things, I think I kind of hit the nail right on the coffin when I said that I could easily see top guys like Thomas, Kyrou, Broberg showing up in this game, and they have done that.
Yeah.
So. I think that was Toronto's first shot, I believe, in 8 minutes, something like that. Or no, probably 7.
Yeah.
6 or 7.
Yeah. They had a shot earlier in the period. Oh, actually, now they got shots at 23 apiece.
Yeah. I think Toronto guy was not happy on that one. He missed that one. I think he missed it wide, or Bennington saved it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Oh, it got blocked. I don't know.
Yeah.
Justin Falk, I think, might have blocked it because they're showing emphasis on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, Toronto's been significantly down in their shot count. They've been getting heavily outplayed in a lot of their games this year. Like I said, that Carolina game, they played Carolina. Carolina's a great team, we all know it.
Yeah.
But they got like outchanced, like 82 to like 25, I believe, or something like that. Like the deserve a winometer was like 98% for like Carolina in the like second period. So it was crazy. I think Toronto ended the game with 15 shots.
Wow.
Yeah, but I really hope that the Blues can capitalize here because, man, oh man, I think they're doing a fantastic job of keeping Toronto neutralized. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen Toronto do anything in this period, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Which worries me because
this is what the Blues haven't been able to do: put games away, finish games. They have not been able to finish a game. So, at a 2-2 tie coming into the period, finish the game. Right? They were what 2-0-3 when tied after 2. So that's obvious that they haven't been able to put it away. You got to put this one away. You really got to keep with the momentum that's on your side and not give it up.
Yeah. See, Toronto's mistake right now, and I can see it now, and it's like what I was just telling you. Toronto, or what I've been saying all night, Toronto's cherry picking. They're sitting up way too high. They're not supporting each other at all. So when they're passing that puck up, yeah, they're passing it up to a guy who's already standing up at the blue line or the red line, but they have no support to go to after that. Oh, what a pass!
Came out.
Huh?
My sticks came out. Yeah.
There you go. I know.
They bothered me all game.
Well, there you go. At least we got one victory on the board.
Yeah, it's been bothering me for 2 days. So.
Yeah, that's another bad turnover by Toronto. I think that was Max Domi, or I don't know who that was actually. No, it wasn't Max Domi. Homelander maybe. So now the Blues are 24-23 for shots right now. Yeah. And I think so. The shots are what in this period, guy? Are they 5-2, 6-2, 8-2? Wow. Yeah. Well, I guess there's no. The Blues need to capitalize, but I guess there's no calls in this period to say that the Blues are kind of controlling this period.
Yeah. No, I
for
agree.
The most part.
Right. Shots 8-2. It feels like overall that they're not letting Toronto into the zone, or if they get in the zone, they're forechecking and taking it, or back checking and taking it away very quickly. Mm-hmm. So you keep doing that, you're doing the right things, right? You're doing the right thing. Right?
Well, sorry, go ahead.
Well, the thing is, even with the win in this game, you can't get too high. No. You get high when they win against Philly and the Rangers. That's when you get high, right? Or you win. You need to win these next 4 before you go in. You got to go into to New Jersey riding really high and feeling good about yourself, because that's the only way you're going to beat New Jersey. If you're not feeling good about yourself as a team, and luckily right now this team, because of the way that they're doing things, maybe they are. Maybe this is the road trip they needed, and then previous years we saw in the beginning of the season, they didn't have so many home games. It was more away games than home games. And maybe this season having all the home games and having all those home distractions has affected them a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you look at this, and we talk about how I said that I think the Blues need to have a 4-1 road trip leading, coming out, leading into Thanksgiving. 4 wins gives them 8 points. So that's 8 points right there that you can get. And honestly, obviously, with how the Blues have played, it's unrealistic to expect that they win every game. But a 4-1 record is very realistic if you can really buckle down and be consistent.
Yeah.
Third power play goal this season. Yep.
Dvorsky, 1,000 games for Falk. So all of Dvorsky's goals have been on the power play. He hasn't gotten a 5-on-5 yet.
Mm-hmm. Which is okay. I mean, it'll come in time. I mean, Grant, you also got to look at who he is. I mean, he's playing with Kyrou tonight, so that's good. But then you have Braden Shin, who actually I will say I have not known. I don't think I've heard his name or seen him on the ice at all.
Oh no, he has. I've seen Shin out there, and Shin's actually looked pretty good.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm glad that you've been watching because, like I said, I don't have sound, so I can't really hear it. But Kyrou's had a good game, so I would assume that Shin had to have had some type of factor to it. Yeah, but you see what I mean, guys. You see what they're doing? They're Toronto is they're playing like they're trying to play individual. Like they're passing to a guy who's up in the zone. And he doesn't have any support. So he'll get in the zone, and there's 4 Blues players around one guy.
Yeah. Oh, Thomas shot one there.
Ooh, that was almost sneaky, though. You thought Wall kind of cheated, like he expected a pass, and then Thomas shot. That was definitely sneaky. Yeah, dump the puck in the zone. Willie.
There we go.
Nice play. Oh, go.
Oh, Bush. He is so snake bitten. I mean, but he gets a chance like that, and then someone gets drags his stick.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he definitely has been snake bitten. This is, for me, though, this is kind of a little different for me. Like Kyrou right now, Kyrou's snake bitten in this game. And when Kyrou was going through that stretch where he was snake bitten in the beginning portions, you remember that? And then like he wasn't scoring, and then he eventually got was getting some points and stuff, getting some goals. This feels different than the Bush stretch again. This feels like Bush is not playing well. Kyrou was at least getting chances, getting opportunities. Yeah. Bush doesn't seem to be getting all that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that's concerning for me.
Kyrou just with a bad turnover there.
He didn't have much. He should have threw that down in the corner.
Yeah.
But
he
didn't have much. Yeah.
Oh, nice stick by Dvorsky there.
Nice. Yeah, nice play. Beautiful play.
Oh, that Toronto's unhappy about something because the fans are yelling refs you suck.
I didn't see anything. I have no idea what they would have been talking about. I mean, Toronto fans. They don't seem to be the smartest bulb in the shed, but I don't know. I don't know what they could have been possibly complaining about. I didn't see anything. And yes, Blues fans who are watching, I'm not being oblivious or ignorantly oblivious. I didn't see anything, so I don't know.
Not me either. I didn't either.
Nice play. Way to get that puck out. Yeah, I am looking at this Toronto team, and they are not connected right now, like at all.
It's a defensive first method. It takes guys out of their game. You got, and it's the like I talked about that. This is not a defensive game. It's an offensive game. And I think too many people think that hockey's defensive. And you got Berube, who's a defenseman who played when the game was defensive. And there was a time when hockey was a defensive game. And that honestly started changing with Gretzky. And then Gretzky was like a one-off. But then you get Hull, Lemieux, Yager, and guys like that. And then you come in with Crosby and Ovechkin. In the late 90s, this changed to an offensive game. And I think that you're going to and I don't know. I think defensive coaches are going to go by the wayside a little bit.
I just, for me, and I agree with you that
Oh, Sundquist said just a little bit more, and he'd had it. He'd been gone. 5:36 to go in regulation. Regulation.
all right, can you hear me now, bud?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Jesus, man.
You froze for a second.
Lagging,
I was watching the game and wasn't paying attention, so I apologize.
No, you're good. Lagging the whole time, like, geez, man. Yeah, I do agree with you that Toronto's not a defensive team. They never have been. They're a pop gun, flashy offense. They don't play much defense.
I said it when well, that's one of the reasons you really look at it. Matthews, this is like the third time he's been hurt since Berube's been their coach. Mm-hmm. Right?
Well, Matthews has always kind of been injury prone, though. Matthews is pretty injury prone. He generally seems to struggle with injury and that's usually the main excuse for Toronto. Like when Toronto loses in the playoffs, it's Matthews is hurt. Usually is the excuse that you hear when Toronto loses. You good?
Yeah. All right. I just threw something away.
Yeah, no, I heard it hit the trash can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Matthews, I do get what you're saying, but Matthews has always been pretty injury prone.
Yeah.
I do think that he plays hard when he wants to, but I just think that Berube probably wasn't the right guy. I mean, I guess at the time they thought he was the right guy, and that's okay. But I just don't view Toronto as a defensive team. I don't.
No, they're not.
Never have.
You're trying, and that's the struggle with Toronto right now. Berube's trying to turn them into a defensive team instead of taking that offense and be offensively aggressive and defensively responsible. And I think that's what the Blues are struggling with, being defensively responsible somewhat. Being offensively aggressive, keeping it both together. And it's going to take them a little bit of time to get to that point again. And I don't know why. I'm not sure why, because when you really look at who they lost, who did they lose from last season? And I can only think, I think 4 players, right? They lost Bolduc, they lost Leddy, and Suter. Suter was probably the biggest loss. And they lost one other player, and I can't think of, Foska.
Foxa.
Yeah.
Radek Foxa. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the team on paper looks better to me, in my opinion, than it did last year. On paper wise. So it's strange to see where the Blues are at right now, seeing as I think their team is better on paper and stuff than it was last year.
I feel like they've been forechecking, John. John says, "How about some forechecking?" I feel like they've been forechecking, don't you?
Yeah, I honestly, man, I get it. People view the game a different way. I just don't see how you view this game and think that Toronto has been the better team in this period. Especially in the third period. I don't see it. I think Toronto's been lifeless in this third period.
Well, I mean, shots are 9-4.
Yeah, I mean,
they're one up on us now, 26-25. And you look at the first period, it was 10-4. You know.
What time are you at right now, by the way, guy?
4:17.
Okay.
Close?
Yeah, we're close. Yeah, we're close. We are close. That's good. Yeah, I feel like we didn't have as much struggle with keeping on sync last game.
We worked on it better this time, right? And it'll take a couple of shows. It'll take a couple of games for us to figure this out and what's the best way to do this and how to keep, the timing a little bit better. Right? Oh, Snuggie, there you go. He could have made me look really good.
And I'll tell you what, I'm about to lose it on my freaking internet. I don't know how many times. Not just on the not the game stream, but on this streaming thing. I don't know how many times it's just buffered. So another good all around play right there. Almost capitalizing again. Kyrou, dude, that guy's been all over the ice. Speaking of someone who's been all over the ice, Kyrou, he's just been a man on a mission tonight. The load, God, man, so frustrating.
Kyrou has 6 shots and 10 attempts. Holloway has 3 shots and 8 attempts.
Yeah. Holloway's on the line with Snug and Thomas. So.
Yeah. But they're getting shots. I mean, they're getting shots.
Yeah, they are.
Shots.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So now shots are even right now, 27-27. So the Blues definitely kept.
Yeah.
So the Blues definitely caught up in this game on the shot count because it's tied now, 27.
And they're also
so for all the people who are all up in arms about the shots.
Yeah. And they're also out attempting them.
What are the attempts in this game?
Oh man, you're asking me to do big math there. Actually, now it's 28.
Oh no. You said they're out chancing them out attempting them by 6. You said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then that's all I need. That's all I need to know. 6. Still out attempting them. So. That was tipped, right? I think that was tipped.
Yeah, good tip. Yeah.
There he is, Monty, guy with the bald head. Too clean, looking like Mr. Clean out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it is 28-27 now in shots. But like I said, I don't put too much stock into shots, right, guy? Because that we talked about that in the beginning portion. The Toronto Maple Leafs were out shooting us, but I don't think that they were outplaying us, despite out shooting us.
Yeah, Shockey sent me a message a little while ago. He said we missed the guy to watch, Kyrou with an FU game against Berube. Yeah, and he sent that just before the game started. Oh no, he sent it right, or he sent it early. So no, he sent it about a half hour into the game.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Hey, Teddy, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you too. Were you able to catch
last show? Yeah, he's had a good game, man. I know that brought a smile to your face there, hearing that.
What?
I don't know what happened because it cut out again for me. This internet keeps cutting out. It's really getting on my last nerves, if I'm honest.
Nice.
I said I know it brings a smile to your face to see that Berube and the Kyrou storyline lives on.
Well, I mean, I always the moment that happened between Kyrou and the he's not my coach, I thought so many people blew that the wrong way. I thought that was I actually thought that was a classy thing to say. Right? I did. He's not my coach. I'm not going to talk about it. You know, and the way
you were definitely in the minority for sure.
Yeah, but the way the reporter handled it was the problem. And I've talked to another reporter and he agreed with me. I lost him. He'll come back. He's having trouble with his internet, so he'll come back. You'll get both of us shortly. Yeah.
I just reset my stuff just because I was tired of I listened to Robot.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, you were saying that it was a classy thing that you thought. I know, and I said, you were definitely in the minority because I know a lot of Blues fans were not happy about it. And then he had the booze, and then he breaks down in the post game.
The next game after that, he had a really like he had a hat trick or something, you know.
Oh man, great play by Falk. He literally just bodied somebody off the puck right there. Great play by him. All right, we got a minute 10 left in the game. So
So you're
got check time.
Ahead of me.
That's okay. I won't spoil anything. I would just keep it. Don't like.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I just didn't want to say the reporter's name, but I knew who it was. I knew who the reporter was, and yes, all the Kyrou trade talk, it started after that. And, all right, that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I really don't know the mindset of Toronto in this period. I really don't. They are ridiculously trying to stretch passes and trying to force one guy into like multiple Blues players. It makes zero sense. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, if I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan and I'm watching this product, I'm not happy.
Well, be honest, I can't say that. I mean, it's going to overtime. That either team has played good enough to win the game, right?
I think the Blues have played good enough to win this game.
Well, they played a really good third period, but overall, I don't think they played well enough to win this. I don't think either team has played well enough to win this game. We're going into overtime after the ice scrape. I had a feeling this was going over. That's why I read in the beginning of the third period, I read the overtime stats. Mm-hmm. I just had that feeling. But the Blues outshot Toronto that period 12-7. Mm-hmm. Right?
So they outshot them in the second period too. 12-11.
12-11, yeah. So now shots are evened up at 28. And the Blues outchanced them by 7, right? Had 7 more attempts.
With the way I view this game is, and I know that we won't agree with it, and that's okay. The Kyrou alone on the opportunities he's had has deserved to win in this game.
And that's a fair point. Kyrou has absolutely played a hell of a game. Again, and but not just played an offensive game. He's played a good defensive game too. I've only seen like one bad pass, and it was one where he didn't have enough opportunity. The one where you said he could have pushed it back into the corner. Well, when you go back and look at the play a little bit, he didn't have that opportunity to really get it to the corner. He was like poking at it more or less.
Yeah. Well, if he was a little quicker, like he got the puck in the middle at the blue line, if he was a little quicker instead of like doing a stick handle, the Toronto guys closed in on him. So if he did it a little quicker, he could have just shot it into down low. He could have. Like I knew the lane was there for sure, but he's been good. He's been good in this game. But that's why I say the Blues have deserved this win, I think, in my eyes, because Kairu's chances alone, if he puts those in the net, the Blues win this game.
And like I said, I see where you're at. So Parayko,
you there?
With Thomas and Kairu. Yep, you froze a little bit, but I heard what you were saying.
All right. Let's see. Overtime underway.
By the way,
the dreaded overtime.
Snuggerud ended up having 5 shots and 8 attempts.
I don't think Snuggerud was bad in this game. I think he just
takeaway,
wasn't.
yeah. So I'm going to say that I was okay with my player to watch.
Oh yeah, you were 100%. I think me and you both hit it on the head. I think it was both fair points.
Kairu.
Well, that's his 8th shot of the 7th or 8th shot of the game for Kairu. So it looks like we have Kairu Thomas, or we had Kairu
Broberg.
Thomas and Broberg. Now we have Holloway, Broberg, and Shin or Bush. God, Bush is an interesting one to put out with Holloway and Broberg. That's interesting.
I don't know. Maybe it gets him off the snide.
Maybe, but I'm not going to put too much. I mean, it'd be great to see him score, but I'm not going to put too much. Oh, Holloway, man. Holy moly. Almost.
Oh, Bushnevich! Oh, Bush! Sit, 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 Bush! Sit.
Let's see this here. Oh, no, that was Broberg. Oh my God, what a play!
Yeah, right.
I thought that was Holloway.
Yeah, no, it was Broberg and Holloway lose or Bushnevich. Sit, freaking Bush.
Oh no, I was talking about the guy who dangled. It looked like that looked like a forward on the ice. Yeah. Broberg had a great play right there. But yeah, that disappointing not to
screwed it up. That could have ended the game.
Come on, boys. Uh-oh. Nice block. Tavares. It's a good play. Yeah, I that could have been really bad. He fell down in the zone there, but he didn't get anything out of it. It's okay.
Thomas.
Yeah, Tavares has been relatively quiet.
Yeah. I think Tavares has 4 shots.
Yeah, I think that might have been his
4 shots, 7 attempts.
No.
4 giveaways.
Oh, that might have been just his 3rd, just because he didn't get the shot on there. Big face-off win. Good win. Who we got out now? Is Bushnevich back on the ice again?
Yep. Bushnevich is Fowler and Shin. Now they're playing keep away.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, boys. I would probably just go and end it because you guys suck in the shootout. So
yeah. Oh, they're getting booed.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, it gets under their skin. That's good. Shen comes in, takes a shot, gets blocked.
Yeah.
Tavares back on the ice. I would assume they'll throw out Thomas. I would assume. Maybe.
Say again?
I said Tavares is on the ice. I would assume that they're going to throw Thomas back out on the ice. Would be my guess. Yeah, they did. Yeah, Thomas, Kairu, I think. Or no, it might be Snuggie. I don't know who that is.
Holloway.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2 right-handed shots. Okay,
nope.
Maybe not.
No, Snuggerud.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of Snug.
I saw the 1. I didn't see the 2. I thought it looked like an 8.
All right, come on, boys. Good pass up there.
Yeah.
Oh, good try, boys. Oh, good try. See, I like the aggressiveness. I do. The Blues are aggressive in overtime, and I do like watching them in over. They are fun to watch in overtime.
Yeah.
Shootout, not so much.
Yeah. They haven't scored on the shootout yet this year.
Yeah, they are a tough watch in a shootout. I will say they are tuckering them out. Hopefully they can.
Well, 1:17 to go.
Yeah.
Oh, Holloway. Oh, wow. He just whiffed and just completely missed the puck.
Yeah, man. I do. Okay, you got to win this. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness, man. Jesus. What a joke. You got to win that battle, man. You got to win that battle. That's the battle you got to win, man.
That's a bad loss.
Oh,
That's
man.
A bad loss.
Man, dude, that's so unfortunate.
Loss.
That is so unfortunate, dude. Holy moly. Wow.
Bad loss. Bad loss. Absolutely.
Nylander, the hero for Toronto, man.
Yeah.
And he got the puck and he just waited. He didn't shoot, he waited, and then Bennington was kind of out of position on that one. Not on him, not fully on him, but he definitely was not set for that. Let's see it.
This was Holloway missing the puck, though. That led to all of this.
Oh, man, dude, there's 2 Blues on that one guy, dude.
And Holloway's completely out of position. That's not good. I will say, though, Bennington is way too far out of the net. Way too far out of the net for that. He's got to be further in net on that one. That's one where I can understand challenging the shot, but Nylander doesn't shoot that puck, and he was not going to shoot that puck. He has to be further in that there. We did get a
Blues get a point, so I mean, yeah, there is a point. But like I said, I think in the third period and in overtime, especially, I thought that they deserved it enough to win in that game.
Well, I got the score right, the winner wrong.
Yeah, but overall, I think a fun watch. I thought it was a decent game by the Blues. Yeah. I thought that it could have went either way again. Unfortunately, didn't go in the Blues' way. But yeah.
Well, I don't want to do a long post game, so I'm going to kind of end the show. We've got a few people watching us. I'll give 5 minutes or so for you guys to put your comments out there if you want, and then we're going to kind of end this. I want to hop in the shower and go do some work because I haven't been working since I've been back, and I need to go do some work. And now that my stitch is out, my mouth feels better. So, Justin ran away. I'm at a loss. At this point, are they what their record says they are? And Robert, they could be, bud. They both could be. I mean, they could be. I don't know. And I don't know. I sent you that video where I said, this is on the players now. I think that, you can't blame the coach anymore. I did enough blaming the coach at one point. I can't now because I think they have the right coach for this team. Wayne Horter says both teams are way underscored so far this season on the season. And I agree. Both teams have played worse than they should. Are they who they are? I don't know. This is a win that you should have had to play this bad in overtime. And again, to have 3 guys there and to have Tavares just kick that puck out. Right? I mean, yeah, Bennington's out, but he almost had no chance, Well, and I get that. And like I said,
you could end it and the Blues could have ended this in the third or whatever and we could talk about that. I'm just saying I don't play goalie, but from a perspective of what I watched on that goal, Bennington is way too far out of the net. Bennington does not, and like you said, he doesn't have much of a chance, but that's because he puts himself in not having much of a chance. So
well, no, I'm saying he doesn't have a chance because it's basically 2-on-1, 2-on-none. All three players, when he pushes that puck out to Nylander, all three players are out of position.
Mm-hmm. Right? The one Holloway does stay back. It's mostly a 2-on-1 battle in the corner there. So then the puck gets kicked, and then Holloway is able to get over to Nylander. But just the fact of the matter is the Blues got a point, so I'm not upset about this. I do think that they deserve to. I thought that they played better. I thought that they were kind of the better team. Maybe not in 60 minutes, but in the grand scheme of things, I thought that they were the better team tonight.
Well, next game is in Philadelphia. We are not doing that game, right? We're not going to do the Philly. We are going to do the Ranger game on Saturday.
Okay.
Right? And then we're doing our show on Sunday, right? The show's early Saturday. What could I think we'll wait on that. We want to bring Corey back, but Corey can only do Mondays or
Saturdays.
Saturday. So what we may do, so the game against the Islanders is on Monday. Maybe we bring Corey for that game.
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to reach out and see how he feels about doing a live game day show for that.
Okay. Yeah. Would you do that for me?
Yeah, I'll reach out to him and see what he thinks.
What happened to the loyalty for the show? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying there, bud. We have lost a lot. Ryan Green, I'm not sure what he's saying there. Robert Morton says, oh, why not? Oh, I think maybe he's asking why I'm not doing the Thursday. Because I got to work. I need to start working more. I got to cover this trip I took, and I want to take another one next year. And it takes a lot of money to do them trips,
Yeah. I mean, and we set up the Sundays Sundays just so we have a regular show.
Yeah, Sundays is the weekly show, and then I'll do the games. I just can't do them all the time anymore. The viewership's not there, bud. And I love the guys that are there, but it's not enough. It's not enough. We are worth it. Well, see, I do lift, so if I don't work, I don't get paid, period. I don't get the call out. I have to work on my own. I mean, yes, some of you are worth it, and I do agree with that. But the ROI here, I'm not getting enough people to make this show make me money. And until this show makes me money, I just can't do every game anymore. Right? I just can't.
It's not fathomable. It's a hard thing to do when you got jobs. I got a job as well. I can't sit there and I don't feel like doing every game. Like I would do it if I had to, but it's just a thing of, like guys said, we're not getting enough viewership. If we're getting to a point where we're getting growth and we're getting good interaction and not from the same people, although we love seeing the same people in here every time we come live, we need more. It's and it sounds greedy, but we're not in it for the money. We're in it for the fan interaction, but we want this show to grow, and that's not happening. So we need the growth if we're gonna keep doing more consistent shows.
Yep, I agree with that. Big thank you to Ashley Jones, Sharon Spinks, E. Guido, John Hefner, Aaron Nels, Jason McMillan, John Jeffrey, Tad Dieterman, and Brian Mason for putting that thumb up in the air. Oh, yeah, by the way, Ryan Green did it too. Be like me and sell your body.
That is good, though.
I tried doing that. They told me 9 cents. So,
but I mean, like I said, we appreciate the following that we have on regular basis where we see the same guys, and great for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up tonight. That is, I feel like that's a lot longer of a list than what we're used to seeing. So thank you.
It's in the middle. It's in the middle. We've had in the 20s and 30s on thumbs up. So, but we just keep doing what we do. We're doing a regular show every Sunday at 7 p.m. in the month of November. and 8 p.m. in the month of December. That's just trying to feel out what's best for you guys. Kai would get more viewership here than selling his body. Yeah. I agree with that. So we're doing what we can, man. And that's what it is. The type of job I have, this is a prime time for me to be working instead of, doing the show. Saturday, luckily the show's, it's at 2:30, I think, St. Louis time. Right. Let me double check here real quick. Yeah, 2:30 St. Louis time. So that's like 10:30 my time. So when it's over, I can go work the night shift and work the afternoon shift and still be able to, and make some good money. So I'm doing what I can. I really am, guys. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I wish I could do more. Just right now, I can't. Right. And since Bob's here, Bob, how do we end this show? I'm going to let Bob do it if he's with me still. Give him a moment because I know he's on like a 15-second delay. How do we end this show, Mr. Bob? Da-da-da. Let's see. I don't know if he's still there. We'll find out. Maybe, baby. Well, I don't think he's still there, so
I will likely have your post game for your St. Louis Blues on TikTok. So, be on lookout for that.
Yep. What do you say we end this the right way? How do we end this show?
Yeah. I think we got to ask the girls. Where are the girls at?
Ask the girls?
What are you wearing?
Yeah.
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
And there's only one way that the BlueNote Fan Report signs off. And how is that?
Where the boys? Where they at?
Oh, boy!
Hey, Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, letting you know that I am always bleeding blue with you.
And this is Justin Eagle Eye Scott, and always it's Let's Go Blues.
This is Guy and Justin for the BlueNote Fan Report saying we'll see you next time. When the Blues take on the Rangers. Aloha mahalo, and let's go Blues.